Word.
Preparing the live stream. Fight Party Live.
You said
Fight Party Live, UFC Fight Night, presented by Modelo, not Corona. Not Corona. Overeem versus Harris. Not presented by Corona.
we're not presented by Corona or Modelo.
Overeem versus Harris. We're here live. Let me move some of this stuff out of the background. Clear my shot a little bit.
I feel you.
We're at the first fight of the main card. Yadong against Vera. We're 1 minute. We're like 2.5 minutes into the first round.
Yeah, I'm at 250 right now.
You're at 250. Let me line up with you.
245, 44, 43, 41, 42, 41.
Keep going.
What's that?
What are you at right now?
235, 34, 33, 32,
All right.
31.
I'm lined up.
Nice. Chito Vera, man. Like I was saying, he just shows up on cards for me. He just kind of shows up. I'll be cornering somebody in Cali, and he'll be there too.
Like Eve.
And then he shows up on this card. Like I see
Just
it.
showed up. Just showed up and they gave him a fight.
That's usually how it works. That seems how Corona works. You saw that guy who fought earlier took this fight on Thursday. Did you see that?
Stan the Man.
What's
Menace
up?
and the Man on the show.
Stan the Man.
What's going on, sir? We're live on YouTube at Thugjitsu Master and Squid YouTube stream. We're 101 seconds into our live stream. I'm really going at it.
All right, I'm posting that on my story. Where's Dennis Bermudez? I should screenshot this.
Dennis is gonna put the kids down and come on.
I'm gonna screenshot it when Dennis is on, and we'll get some guests in here, some followers.
Feel free to share that link for some guests.
The Zoom link, or send me the YouTube link. I'm posting both.
Sure.
I'm gonna put it on my Twitter.
What's up, Stan? Can you hear us?
Stan, we can't hear you.
We're having a little audio issues with Mr. Stan the Man.
I can't hear you.
From Menace and the Man, the YouTube podcast show with.
No, I said we can't hear you, Stan. I'm not rapping anything. You can't see that.
Now can you hear me?
There you are.
Oh, I thought you could hear me the whole time.
No.
You get this much. You get like that.
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much. Just starting a little live stream right here on the YouTube the platform called YouTube.
I was like talking to you guys the whole time too.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, start over now.
I was saying, yeah. Stan the Man, Menace and the Man, joining Eves Edwards and Squid. Do you prefer Squid or you prefer Andrew?
They're all the same to me. They're all the same.
I like Squid. I'm really feeling
I like
Squid.
Squid too. Squid.
That's all I call him.
Squid's
And yeah,
comfy.
Menace dealing with his kids. I told him just bring the kids on.
Yeah. Don't be shy.
He was like, they're being wild. I was like, bring them on. People can relate to that right now.
Fight Party Live is a wild show.
I'm not babysitting.
This is the first real Fight Party Live we've done digitally, really.
What does that mean?
Usually we're face to face on the show.
Usually we're in the same place, hanging out, watching food, ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Menace did a few of these where it was me and him like chilling at his house or something, but now we got this social distancing thing. So, and he puts himself at risk. He's like one of those, you know?
Oh yeah, that's real good.
Like
That's real good for the curve.
His girl's mom had it. So he's like, oh, I'm going to go quarantine with my girl. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? He thinks he's immune to it, though.
He's probably asymptomatic. Right, got it.
Puerto Ricans don't get it, he thinks.
Yeah, that's. Ask him what happened to Puerto Rico. Ask him if he knows about what happened to Puerto Rico during colonialism. because like a bunch of diseases were brought over there and they got him. They got him.
What'd they
Puerto
get to
Rico's
Puerto
got
Rico?
2,100 cases in Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's nothing like New York though. Eves, where are you posted up?
I am in DC.
Oh yeah, because I saw you doing the lives, and I know you're in LA now, but I saw you doing the lives. And you said you were on the East Coast, so I wasn't sure where you were.
Yeah, I get around. I get around, my man, the man. Tupac wrote a song about me.
Round and round, round and round.
Wow.
Oh, I got this new thing I'm trying out. Let me see if I can do this.
I'm trying to get the grab the link.
Share screen. Okay. You see my screen now, right? I got my DJ deck going.
Are you a DJ, Squid?
Just a little bit here and there.
Squid is an official DJ. He's got the DJ sound. Hit me with it one time, Squid.
What's the name of the round and round song again?
No, you gotta hit. No, I get around, but you still gotta hit me with the DJ, with your DJ logo. Hit me with it. Let me hear it. That's my man right there.
Shit's so loud.
Squid comes with the sound effects.
That's my shit.
Let me see. Let me just put this out the roadcast.
Can you get kicked off YouTube for that?
Yep, sure can. Sure can. Sure can get kicked off of YouTube for this. For sure. Sure thing. I don't give a fuck though. They won't kick you off. They'll just they'll block your stream. That's how we roll here. Fight Party Live. No fucks given here. Fight Party Live. Overeem versus Harris. No fucks giving edition of the show.
The no fucks giving. I like that.
The Menace and the, hey, what's Stan? What's you guys on Twitter? The Menace and the Man, right? Menace and the Man, or the Menace and the Man?
Menace and the Man.
And Squid on Twitter. What's your Twitter? I know I follow you, but I don't know. Remember?
I don't do Twitter.
What's that?
I don't do tag. I don't do Twitter.
Oh, then I guess I don't follow. I'm sure
Yeah.
You should do it so I can follow you.
I don't got time. It's just Andrew Jitsu, I think. But I probably haven't posted in 6 years.
You got
Well, now's the time for you to start again.
I don't got time for 140 characters.
It's more than that now.
What? I don't know if that's gonna work.
Andrew Montanez. Andrew Jitsu.
All right, so we're in the second round here. Vera versus Don. About 2 minutes left in the second round.
All right.
You guys at home, check out p2p4u.net if you guys are looking to watch the fight for free.
It's not a pay-per-view. They're good.
Yeah, but you need ESPN Plus.
No, it's on ESPN.
Yeah, it's on ESPN.
I
whole
thought
thing?
that.
The whole thing?
The whole thing, yep.
Oh, wow, because it says ESPN Plus in the top corner, but I guess they're just branding it that way.
Man, Menace is doing a lot of texting for somebody who's not on this Zoom chat.
Yeah, really taking care of your kids. Hands seem real busy talking, just not doing anything.
Well, he wants to argue. He's arguing with me because I said you should come on and let the kids be on. He's like, no, I got to put the kids down first.
Give him a little melatonin.
I just tweeted out the links. The Zoom link on the YouTube link. So check us out.
Check us out, guys. We're gonna be I'm gonna start drinking around 7.
Oh yes, you got that time difference.
Oh yeah. So it's
Yep.
6:30 for Squid.
And then are we doing Warzone Lady with Masvidal?
I don't know. He might. Dustin and Jorge, he might play some with them later.
Word. Does Jorge got any wins? Does he need me to guide him to his first victory in
I
Warzone?
haven't talked to him. Dustin said he wanted to play. So
Bro, if Jorge's anything like he used to be fucking. I don't know personally. I know from that show he did that he used to be really good at Call of Duty.
Oh.
Is Dustin liking Warzone now that he's got a couple? He's
Yep.
in, right?
Yep.
So we played the other night. We played one night. The first night we played with Dustin, he wasn't really into the hiding and tactical stuff. He just wanted to like go kill everyone. Didn't have a suppressor on his gun. Just
Still likes to kill everyone.
still likes to kill everyone. Yeah. he was more into the multiplayer, like million kill games. And then we got him his first win in Warzone, and now he's a Warzone guy.
Why? Who's getting wins? You're getting wins, Squid?
Yeah,
Oh, we got some guests here. Should I allow these guests in?
If you want,
Fuck it. I'll kick them if they aren't good.
there you go.
Bro, like I'm not getting any wins. I'm just getting my shit pushed in every time I drop in.
I got my 63rd win last night.
63?
We got a rule. If you're a guest, you got to be live. You can't just
Yeah, if you're a guest, you gotta show your camera. If that's the problem, we apologize. What is up? Welcome to the Fight Party Live show with Thugjitsu Master and Squid, collaboration with Menace and the Man, live on YouTube.
How do these people get in? These are just your friends, or these are random people?
We shared the code out. We're just gonna let some people in. We're just gonna let people in, see what happens.
Where's the doorman?
Yeah. I'm a fucking security guy. I can let people in. I can kick them out if they step over.
Yeah, but this dude, I don't like his dress for this event, this occasion. He's not
He's a
dressed.
little overdressed. He hasn't moved. He doesn't blink.
No, you can't outstare Cam me, motherfucker. Can't do it. Can't do it.
I can ask them to start video. That's cool. I just asked them to start videos. Welcome to Fight Party Live. We're in the third round. What is up?
Did you tell them to wear wigs?
No.
No, that's just how he gets down.
That's just their hair.
That's just hilarious. That's how Elias gets
Hola.
down. Hola, compadres. You got to turn your mics on. We can't hear you. Can't hear you, Elias.
Elias, you're muted. Your hair looks super Jerry curl like.
Hi. Elias, you look dope. Can I touch your hair? Cheeto Vera's on top. I wasn't paying attention to this fight.
Para que me anda mal, boludo.
What do you think of what's his name, Song Yadong?
¿Qué?
He's on his back.
What?
Get up. That's what I think.
He's on his back. The man between his legs. I don't know about that.
You guys must have tape delay because I have that round ended, or you guys are ahead of me. I don't know.
What
We're
round are you in?
4:05 of this third round.
4 or 5, third round.
Oh yeah, you guys are ahead of me somehow. Let me see my remote.
We're in the future, baby. That's how we
Yeah.
roll. We know shit before it happens.
Good's over here with
Oh,
the
that was
DJ.
amazing. Wait till you see that, the man.
Spoiler alert.
Bro, did you guys see that Matt Brown fight?
Yo, Elias, you're muted, dude.
Guys, we can't hear you.
You're trying to do all sorts of stuff. You're smiling and shit.
On gang signs and shit. We can't hear you. You got to unmute your mic, Elias.
You gotta click the connect computer audio or connect phone audio.
You gotta open your mics.
Yeah.
The Squid's a bouncer. He will bounce your ass out of here.
Yeah.
It's almost like these guys
No,
are
las
criminals
cámaras.
and they're in here in disguises.
There
to
he
hide
goes.
themselves.
There you go. Now we can hear you. What you got for us, Elias? Benito, he has his mic muted and he's gone.
This is where we
¿Qué turu?
this is
Well,
where the
no,
show
when
gets weird.
Benito came on, he like had his girl in the camera and she was giving him like
Yeah. I
get that
saw
shit out of my
legs and
face.
I saw stuff. And I'm like, oh crap. Turn that off.
Hello, my friend. Hello.
What's up, Benito Camelo?
Benito Camilo. Hola.
Welcome to Fight Party Live, public edition, public social distancing edition,
¿Qué?
Social distancing.
social distance Fight Party Live show. We're in the third round. Hmm?
Speaking Spanish.
We
We don't
No,
speak whatever that is.
no
Yeah.
español.
Hello, my friend.
Squid, you speak Spanish? How much Spanish you speak, Squid?
Mediano.
¿Cómo se hace para ver?
Poquito.
No,
Enough to hang. Not enough to have a conversation here. Here we go. We had a camera. We had someone's chat in the chat room. Hola. Elias says hola.
You guys have big Spanish followings?
Hello.
Hello. What is going on?
Speaking Spanish.
Are you watching the UFC fights?
¿Qué?
All right, we're gonna have to remove you from the. If you're not watching the UFC fights, you're not gonna be able to be part of this. Sorry. It's just how it is. See you later.
See you later. Where's the Menace? The Menace has got to get his piece. Get up in this piece.
This is like you got people joining you, trolling you, Squid.
I'm gonna reach out. Let me see if we can cold call someone and get him in here. Look at Cheeto getting on top again. Lucas Hammers is back. Lucas, you gotta open your camera. You got a camera up with us.
Hello.
There you are.
And we
My
can-
Wi-Fi is wrong.
Oh no.
What does he say?
Wi-Fi is wrong.
It's wrong. No sé.
How do you make it right?
No entiendo nada.
Where'd you send this link?
I posted on my Twitter.
Latino
I
Twitter.
am from Argentina.
Nice. We're in America.
Argentina. Nice. Yeah, it seems like
Nice.
people follow me in Argentina. Where'd you get the link, Lucas?
Pornhub. Got the Pornhub.
No entiendo.
No entiendo. I don't know how to ask you where you found it. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yeah, where'd you
La biblioteca.
where'd you find the Twitter link? Where did you?
¿Dónde vistes el linko de Twitter?
¿Cómo? Lo vi en Twitter.
Sí,
Ah, yes.
you found it on Twitter.
On Twitter. Just
Yes.
when donde el contraste el lance de Twitter, yes. You got on Twitter.
¿Cómo? ¿Dónde encontré?
Elias is
Cambio de look.
Elias is doing a lot but being quiet. I don't know why we can't hear you, Elias.
Cambio de look. Cambio de look. Sí.
Just turning into quite the stream off the gate right now.
Woo! Okay. I wonder
Cambio
if
de look.
I'm cornering anybody. You know what I'm gonna do? You know who we need to get?
Look más.
Adam Hunter in this piece.
Oh, if Adam, oh wow. This is Halloween edition. Hold on, we're gonna play that game. Hold on.
Yeah. Se va a buscar algo. Se va a buscar una peluca. Ay, Dios. Qué capo que son. My friends. Che, uno tiene una radio, boludo.
I'm sending Adam Hunter
Épico.
password to the Zoom.
¿Qué está haciendo? No hay nadie igual acá en la llamada de nosotros.
You guys trying to play games here? You guys trying to play games here, motherfucker? This is like just imagining a Squid. Ain't gonna play no games here.
Se me salió en internet.
This is Squid show.
Presented by Cerveza Modelo. Cerveza es más suave.
Going to the decision here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision.
Wow.
Ooh. Song Yadong with the win.
Cheetos.
Did he win that fight though?
I
know.
was watching clearly.
The other guy didn't seem too happy about the decision.
No. He refused
you-
to put hands over that.
Did you guys see? I forget who posted it. Someone posted it. Flying to California, or flying from California to Florida, and Uriah Faber was on their flight, and he had on a full hazmat suit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He was trying to get a fight tonight.
Was he?
Yeah, he stepped on the scale. Apparently, Yadong almost had some visa issues last minute.
Really? That would have been
Yeah,
interesting.
so he weighed in at like 153 and a half.
Bro, that's even like, you know who's one of the other BMF motherfuckers is Gilbert Burns. when that fight Jacare versus Uriah fell out, he tried to take that fight against Uriah Hall.
Hey, try to share. Oh, Adam Hunter's trying to get in the room.
There we go. That's my
There
man.
we go.
What's up, Adam? It's still sunny in California, Squid?
Yeah, kind of sunny here.
What's up, Adam? We can't hear you. You got to unmute your mic.
There you go. Connecting now.
Adam Hunter did not connect the audio.
It did not connect.
I'm thinking you don't like us, my man. I think you don't want to talk to us. You don't want to tell us some jokes.
He's saving the jokes for after quarantine. They're post quarantine jokes.
That's got to be annoying when people say, I'm a comedian, and then people want you to tell them a joke. You did not connect. You just bailed.
He bailed. He said, fuck this shit. He said, I ain't talking to those guys.
Oh, well. He'll be back. All right. I should get Cole Miller in here, too. Cole Miller would be fun.
We're just going to get fighters in here all night.
I'm
Be
just
that type of show.
random text some of my boys sometimes.
As many. I sent it to Scott Coker. I'm going to see if Scott Coker comes in.
That'd be
But at the
fun.
same time, you say it to people, they're going to come in and be like, who the fuck are these other guys?
Yeah. That's former Ryzen champion Elias Peñala. And then that's ONE FC's top contender Lucas Hammers. Everyone knows that. That's how I'm gonna say. Yeah, there he is.
What?
Let's see.
Bro, you just convinced me. I was like, wait, are you being serious?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Who's this? Randoman's going to Hall of Fame? Nice.
R.I.P.
Nice.
Kevin Randleman. One of the best of all time. One of the scariest guys.
Yes.
One of the scariest guys of all time.
Oh.
What?
Mr. Kevin Randleman. Whoa. He went to his he went to a set. Adam Hunter's went to a set.
Oh,
What's up, guys?
What's up, Adam?
What
How are
is
ya?
good?
Where's that go?
We-
Mira, Adam.
We
Hello,
invite
Adam.
we put our Eve put our link on Twitter. We got some random fans here.
I'm really popular in Argentina.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
No
That was
sale.
That was a good fight. I thought that Cheeto should have won.
Same.
I didn't pay too much attention to it, but I thought Cheeto won.
He lost the first round, but he won the second and third. I thought pretty clear.
It looked like to me.
I like that. I didn't pay very much attention, but I thought he won.
One thing that I think happens with the no fans, though, the judges hear every shot. So they probably heard one or two big shots that influenced it, and they didn't score the takedown.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it wasn't the worst robbery. The problem is that we've had so many terrible robberies that the bar is set so low. So it's like something like that doesn't really stand out, you know?
Yeah. That's why you got to check out scoringsenate.com. I've been scoring on Scoring Senate, and it's a bunch of, retired fighters scoring on there. Mostly.
Did that sponsored just now? Did that just happen? Like today?
Last week.
Are you sponsored by Scoring Senate too?
No, I'm not sponsored by Scoring Senate, but I am scoring on Scoring Senate. You know
Like, what
what?
if I would have mentioned ice cream? We'd be like, hey, by the way, you got to try out
No,
ice
men
cream.
naman.
Amy's ice cream, especially Texas dirt cake. So if you're in Austin, Texas, and you want some ice cream, you got to check out Amy's ice cream. And if they have Texas dirt cake on the board, get all of it. Save me some. I'll be there soon.
Nice.
That'd be a
By
good
the
fight
way,
nickname.
Andrew, look, you lost some weight.
The quarantine.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
For real? Look like you lost like 30, 40 pounds.
Maybe. No, I lost like 15. Like 15.
Meanwhile, are they putting Randleman in the Hall of Fame? Because I asked Dana White about that like 2 years ago on my podcast. I think he's the most overlooked fighter in history. That guy, like he passed away and they didn't do him enough justice. So I'm happy that this is happening.
We got a new guest coming on. New guest. I don't know who this is. We're just playing the random game, just letting people in.
Plus, he's a friend of mine. So
DJ.
I think we can max out at like
What? No entiendo nada. Oh,
He was the nicest guy.
You gotta open your camera.
He was
That's-
my favorite. He was my favorite person to interview, Kevin Randleman.
I've heard good things about Random and never got to meet him though.
I trained with him. He's a good dude, man. He was fun. I
He,
trained with
he had him on the podcast, and he was like, "How come I don't get roasted? I got toasted." And he kept bothering me, like, "Please roast me, please roast me." So finally, I was like, "All right, you know, everyone roast Randleman, you win something." And then everyone was just saying the most fucking horrible stuff, him doing steroids and gassing out, and one after another. And within 10 minutes, I got a phone call like, "Tap, I'm sorry. Like, he's like, "I'll never do that again." He's like, "My wife is yelling at me like, you asked for this and that." It's so funny.
Random was the man. Random was tough as shit.
We got some new guests here. So we got a rule. You got to have your mic. You got to have your camera on. Be on the show.
And we're gonna start booting people. Squid, we need you to be you the bouncer.
All right, people getting bounced. Sorry.
Yeah, Squid's a shitty doorman. I'd be throwing over.
Yo, that's racist.
You guys still tune into the YouTubes.
Yeah, you can still watch on YouTube. You can't be on if you don't participate. If you don't participate, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room.
¿Qué dijeron?
Man was just in here.
Uy.
Yo, Andrew, show us your butthole.
Who's talking?
This is what happens. You gotta mute people, and then like unmute them when you can see them. So there's this thing that says like mute them on entry, and don't allow them to unmute themselves. Then you're gonna get people that say like, "Show me your butthole" or the N-word.
Adam, you fucking snitch.
See, exactly. You gotta do that. You gotta mute them on entry. Otherwise, you're gonna get this all night.
That's why Adam's such a tattletale. Oh my God, I'm so disappointed in you.
What are you snitching about?
Just call me Takashi.
Oh my God.
What are you snitching about?
No, I'm
Anyways, Andrew, about the butthole thing.
See, this is what you're gonna get.
Who is this? Is this DJ Jenny?
Is that Jenny?
No, because he's muted. It's not.
Jenny,
The
right?
person's probably not named Jenny. He put Jenny so you think.
Trickery, clickbait. Catfish.
No, that's fucked up, bro. My name is Jenny. I'm a transvestite.
I like that the comedian finds that so funny.
What are you wearing, Jenny?
What was that? Because it's so stupid. It's like.
How's that stupid, bro?
All right.
Adam, apologize.
It was fun. It was fun chatting with you. Catch us on YouTube, Jenny.
For a minute.
Mr. DJ, we're gonna put you in the waiting room as well. And we're back. We're back to 4. We're back to 4.
Back to a 4 that will actually talk fighting. That one dude had the curly wig on. He just wanted you to like say hello. He just had his face like right here. That guy was a fucking idiot.
He couldn't get his microphone.
Probably the biggest Eve Edwards fan. Doesn't speak English.
He went on Puerto Rican Twitter.
They can't understand what you say.
Argentinian Twitter.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of fans from an Argentinian website.
Hey, whatever works, man. Menace, I mean, Stan, where are you in Long? You're in Long Island?
Yeah, you're from Long Island too, right?
Yep.
I live in Lindenhurst,
Oh, nice.
the hood.
Oh, Linden. Adam, you ever live in Long Island or no?
That's where I grew up.
You grew up in Long Island, right?
From Oceanside,
Yes, Oceanside.
Lindenhurst. They got the Lindenhurst paper. That's what they had
Didn't
when
you
I was
move
there.
though? Didn't you
Yeah,
go to high
back
school
in the
somewhere
day.
else? Where
Did
did
I
you go to
know
high
who?
school, Adam?
Well, I was supposed to go to Oceanside High School, but I got kicked out of my house. So I ended up going to a school in Maine.
Yeah, I remember you were somewhere in New England.
Yeah, for 5 years. But I was supposed to go to. I went to Oceanside Middle School.
Cardi Plan B wants to join. Do I allow Cardi Plan B in?
That's probably Jenny. Just would change name.
But it's got to be it's a pretty good Long Island stepping it up as far as fights. Back in the day, it was like Weidman and Sarah, but now you got Aljamain and Chris Wade, and there's a bunch of other fighters coming out from Long Island.
Bro, you know who's coming next? And I was just talking to Aljamain actually about it. Is Nick Piccinini.
Yep. Great
He's
wrestler.
gonna be. He's a 3-time All-American from Oklahoma State.
Oh wow.
He got recruited to AKA, so he's under like Zinkin. He's gonna be training with like DC, Khabib, all them.
Wow.
And while he's here, he trained a lot at Long Island MMA, so he's trained with Bermudez, Wade, LaFleur, all them. Now he's starting to cross train with the Serra guys, and he fucking, really solid wrestler. This year, he got robbed of the NCAA tournament because they canceled it, but he definitely would have been a four-timer, and who knows, this would have been his
Four-time
next.
national champion or All-American?
What'd you say?
Four-time national champion or All-American?
All-American. He's a no-time national champion, but this year was probably going to be his year. He was ranked number 1.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, and then also, of course, Georgie, the guy got knocked out by Kevin Lee, but he was number 1 in the country.
Gregor.
Yeah, Gregor Gillespie is amazing.
Oh, yeah, Eves knows Gregor well. I've known Gregor since day one. Gregor's a fucking maniac.
I think people are like sleeping on him because of his last fight.
He got caught.
But I feel like he's going to come back really strong,
The craziest thing about that fight was they were hitting each other, and he landed like the most crisp left hook right on Kevin Lee right before he got knocked out.
What do you think that was? Eve, is it just bad training or just it happens, just got caught?
Just zigged when he should have zagged. He got caught.
I mean, so here's the thing that I think about all the time. Really, the guys who really stand out, guys like Adesanya. John Jones is kind of special because he can kind of do everything just kind of naturally. But Khabib, Adesanya, they're specialists. Khabib is a specialist wrestler. Adesanya is a specialist kickboxer. And that's how he fights most of the time. Khabib doesn't try to set up a shot with a bunch of boxing and whatnot. He'll box because it's necessary, but he's wrestling right away. And I think that's what Gregor needs to do. He has the cardio to go 25 hard, the cardio to do that. So
he was away from it, definitely.
Yeah, don't necessarily try to go out there and show us your stand-up. You don't have to show us your stand-up. Like, use it when it's necessary, but just like simply use it to get in the range to wrestle. You don't have to like stay on the outside, slip punches. When that stuff works for you, when that lands, let it work. But fucking wrestle. Like, you're the best wrestler in there. You and Khabib could be like, that could be a matchup of like two really, really good wrestlers in the end. If he gets through Gaethje, I think the next best wrestler in the division is Gregor.
Well, if you go just wrestling,
Gregor's the best.
Gregor's the best. You go MMA
and
wrestling.
Even, bro, like Eves, you know a little bit about the Gregor story. Like Adam, he'd be a good guy to get on your show if you ever can. Like me and Dennis are boys with him, and it's hard to get him on the show because he doesn't like talking fighting. But he was high as a motherfucker on everything, and he won a national championship. 4-time All-American.
As a true freshman.
As a true freshman. No, as a
high on everything, like cocaine, heroin. I mean, like ecstasy. Like what?
You know Ryan Lang at all?
No.
Ryan Lang is like another one of those guys. I think he's an All-American from Northwestern. He was another guy who like underachieved at his wrestling, being a 2-time All-American and national finals and shit. But him too, him and Gregor, he used to tell me stories. They used to play Guess That Pill. Like before the national tournament, they had a bag of pills. They each went in and like one guy wound up with an upper, one guy wound up with a downer, and then they went out and wrestled.
Now, I mean, do you think that's just from these guys have just practiced so much, they're doing it so long that they're just that good? Just do it like in their sleep almost.
And being from the state of New York, I mean, one of the best wrestling states in the country.
And what's his name was from Ohio.
Okay.
Ryan Lang.
That's another state. That's like, Ohio, Iowa, New York. Well, I mean, I don't know if Iowa's great at high school level, but
Iowa's supposed to be good. Yeah.
Hey, Andrew, did you wrestle with Jansen, the Jansen brothers?
Jesse Jansen was a senior when I was a freshman. He had that. He was like 243-3.
Yeah.
Record.
Bro, he didn't lose in high school. Jansen's one of our boys too. We were just having that conversation of who would have won between Gregor and Jesse.
I go Jesse Jansen all day.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I think
Andrew is
I
so
thought
sexy.
Jesse too.
So you got to meet this guy. He's just another guy that's just gonna be a dick.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well, I was going to ask you about him. You know of Jesse Jansen, obviously.
Yeah, he reached out to me recently because I wrote a script about wrestling, and Eve was in it actually, and I'm trying to get funding for it to make a series out of it. So he started following me and talking about my podcast. We started talking, and I didn't realize how good he was. I'm kind of far removed, I'm 41, 42, but like I wrestled with there was a guy, Joel Friedman,
Yeah.
Joel Friedman was like my guy that I wrestled with in high school that made me a lot better from Southside. He was
I coached us. You know I coached at Southside. Yeah.
he was a state champ. Joel was. And
They just had a state champ this year.
wow.
Southside.
So Jesse was a little younger, but I met with his brother Corey, who seemed like a real nice guy. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. He was a 4-time state champ. This guy.
So I can break down Jesse Jansen, 4-time state champion, didn't lose a match all through high school, won senior nationals, came in 3rd as a 7th grader, 3rd as an 8th grader. All of his losses were.
Now I was talking to Jay Haran. You know, he used to be Jay Hieronymus, who took second in state.
Good old James Hieronymus.
He said that they changed it now, that you could be a state champion, but it's district now. So it's not like all New York, like how.
So there's two. There's small school and large school in New York.
It used to be one state champ.
Yeah.
It's
Small
not that
school,
anymore.
large school, and now there's wild cards too. You can get it. So there has been state champions that have lost in their section and then win the state tournament.
Because there was a kid that wrestled for ASU. He wrestles there for now, I think. He was like a 5-time state champ in New York, but he's good, but he's struggling a little bit for ASU. You know what I'm talking about? Stan probably knows what I'm talking about.
There's a few 5-time New York state champions.
Freeport maybe, or Baldwin, or Master.
It's not popping out in my head, but I may have heard of him or know him through people.
He's black. He's really good. They said that he just.
Ja'Cory Tamir.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he wrestled at Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
But he's having a kind of a tough time.
Why you gotta be?
Now he's wrestling at like 157.
Why did he be black? I'm just describing him. I'm just describing what he looks like. Am I not allowed to say he's black anymore? If he's black?
No, that's offensive.
But as soon as I said he was black, Andrew knew exactly who I was talking about, right? So
but seriously,
he's the only black 4-time state champion in New York.
I was a long time ago. One of my old coaches. I'm watching some fights with him and his wife. 2 guys are boxing, and she's trying to tell us who one guy is, and he's wearing like these shorts. And she's trying to describe the shorts, and I'm like, "There's a black guy and a white guy in the ring. Why don't you just say which one?"
I hate when they do that. They go with the red guy with the gloves versus the other. I'm like, one guy is like from Africa, like, and the other guy is like an albino from fucking Alaska. I'm like, can we just point out the easier way for us?
The guy with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
The guy with the blonde hair. Oh, not the guy missing both legs. Not him.
I hope Eric Anders wins. This guy is fighting right now.
I like Eric. I like his fights too. He's fighting who? Christoph Jutko? Who's that?
Yeah,
Jutko.
Christoph Jocko.
Dude, Eric was a 2-time national champion for
Alabama.
college, for Alabama.
Well, football, not wrestling.
Yeah, football. But I'm saying, like, and then he made the CFL but got cut or something. Then he said he walked into the gym his first day, never fighting before, and Walt Harris beat the living shit out of him, like hard sparring on day 1.
That's what you got to do to guys.
Really?
You should.
You got to assert your dominance. You can't let the new guy come in and push you around. If you get that opportunity, take it. That's what Frank Shamrock taught me. First time you spar someone, you got to go super hard.
Was his dog on top of the car when he said that, or
no? The first time I sparred Frank Shamrock, he kicked the shit out of me.
Back to Jesse Jansen. He runs Beat the Streets.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the only New York 4-time state champion in New York to go undefeated.
How did he do in college?
He was a 4-time All-American, 1-time national champion. He won his junior year, so
Senior.
Junior. Was it a senior year?
Senior, yeah.
Yeah, he was 4-time All-American.
It's crazy. Like, I was in a
3-time All-American.
high school with a guy named Todd Beckerman. You ever heard Todd Beckerman? He was a 4-time national champion in high school, and I think the highest he came was like 3rd in college. I just get like blown away when you see guys that are so dominant that like it carries over, but it doesn't carry. Like it's just crazy. I think there are guys that are going to beat these guys. You know.
Maybe sometimes you get burnt out. Me and Menace talk about that all the time. Like Eves, you remember Ryan Needle, right?
Yep. Ryan Needle faced Ryan Needle faced.
He was at Lima when Long Island MMA when you were there training. He was like Gregor's buddy. He was, I think, a 5-time state champion in New York.
No. He placed winner. He didn't win that many times. Him and Gregor had the craziest match, and like they were like 7.
No, Needle's up there as far as one of the best high school wrestlers ever. Look him up.
From his section, not ever.
No, ever. Nito was
probably like
really
top
good in high
15
school,
and top 15 in New York history.
up there. But then he went to college and he just was burnt out, shoulder injuries, and just underperformed. Like
Oh, come on. There we go.
every season, he was ranked number one no matter what he did.
Nito beat one of my college wrestling teammates in the state finals. He beat the dude John Cummings from Suffolk.
But then you see guys like they're so dominant in college wrestling, and then like a guy like Matt Hamill. I wrestled in college. I remember watching Matt Hamill come in because he was a D1 guy who went D3 because the school had a lot of deaf people. RIT specializes in deaf people, and he went there. He just dominated everybody D3 coming from a D1 program. But you look at like what he did in college wrestling, which is good. I think he won nationals D3, but you know, then he goes up against what's his name? Filipino smash Mark Munoz, their first fight, and he just leg kicks the guy into oblivion. You know, like and like on paper, if I was gonna watch these guys going, who's gonna win? I would think Munoz all day. Remember that first Hamill fight when Hamill just head kicked him?
Yeah.
Over quick.
Brutal. It's hard to use wrestling as like the thing you choose to win, because you see guys like Justin Gaethje, even the guy they do Marcus Levasseur. He was a undefeated 4-time national champion in D2. Had a very lackluster MMA career. Did not translate well at all.
He made it to the UFC though.
He did, but he had no. He had no career there.
Oh, what's his name?
Lost good guys too. Like if UFC would have built him up, maybe it would have been something different.
Remember, didn't like Kenny Monday losing? Like Kevin Jackson lost in 30 seconds. Like Frank Shamrock back in the day.
Oh yeah, got armbarred.
He's a 2-time gold medalist.
Picked up Frank and went right into the armbar. Let's see, Frank Shamrock.
You wonder how good he could have been though if he would have stayed.
Hips. Oh.
Ooh, this fight's getting wild.
Dude, these are all his fights, Eric Anders. His fights are all like this.
They almost ran over Herb.
Except for Machida. I thought Machida kind of kept.
He beat Machida though and got robbed.
Has anybody ever like had a wild fight with Machida though? Like, every one of his fights is like.
He makes you tentative.
Because you start thinking, man, I don't want to get Miyagi Crane to the face.
I was watching Sokoju Machida. That was Sokoju's first UFC fight. Even that was terrible.
We got right here the Kevin Jackson.
試合が始まります。
Japanese. Is that UFC Japan?
こちらオリンピックゴールドメダリストケビン・ジャクソン。さあ、UFC 世界ミドル級王座決定戦が始まりました。まずサウスポースタイルの褐色な肌ケビン・ジャクソン前に出る。さあ、いきなりケビン・ジャクソン押し込んだ。タックルが決まりましたケビン・ジャクソン。さあ、速いスピードがある。10で差し。
Eve, what should Kevin Jackson have done?
Not get on by.
I like the simple explanations.
初出場のアルティメット大会ご覧ください。ここからです。うまく左のケビン・ジャクソンが
Back him. He had all kinds of choices.
Yeah, he should have stacked Frank rather than pull back.
左腕を取りました。
He doesn't know better. Like
this is the 90s.
Yeah, this is pre jiu-jitsu. Like there's no schools for jiu-jitsu at this time.
This is the 90s. Like 7 black guys, including myself, knew how to defend an armbar. We got a whole lot of money. We didn't do a lot of jiu-jitsu back then.
Name the 7 guys, like 7 black men that can defend an armbar.
Vernon White, Steve Edwards, Dean Thomas.
And then Kerry Colott has one UFC fight, one MMA fight, where he lost to a guy named the Stranimal. The Stranimal, like some guy that like was on an MSNBC show where he lost to Uriah Faber back in the day. He was like homeless almost or something. He was a good fighter, but he's got.
Oh yeah.
But Kerry Colott was like the man back in the day in wrestling.
Kerry Colott was a monster.
Yeah.
Don't know who that is.
He's like a 4-time state champion. I think he was national champion.
Yeah, I think Kerry Colott was a national champion.
Maybe getting possibly, potentially.
Kerry Colott, 3-time. He won 2 NCAA championships for Lock Haven University. 1-time Pan Am champ.
So who do you think won the first round?
I can't. You don't ask me to judge because I was between looking at that, looking at my screen, and looking at my phone. I didn't.
He's like, check out scoring Senate. I can't really rely on the results.
I'm on there
Not really
scoring.
watching.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that round.
I'm not scoring tonight, fortunately. That's why I'm doing other shit. But like when I'm scoring, I don't do anything else. You gotta.
Dude, Andrews can't wrestle though. Look at that. Like, you got to finish that takedown. He's all the way in and then doesn't finish that.
Hold on, where are you?
312. 312.
Oh shoot, I'm at 323.
I'm at 321.
I'm at 255.
You guys were in the future.
I'm at 315, 14, 13,
fast forward it.
11.
I'm gonna
9, 8.
I'm gonna do something to make this easy. Hold on.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 minutes.
See that. This is where I am right now.
I'm at 46.
I'm at 223.
Yeah, I'm at 218.
Yeah.
Let's see if I'm not live. I'm live on my screen. Wait,
Everybody is a southpaw, Andrews.
Wait, I'm forwarded a bit, I think. So I'm at 212. Yeah, I'm with you now, Squid.
All right, cool.
He's a guy that always looks tired, though, Andrews. Oh,
probably is.
I don't know. Some guys always look tired, even if they're not that tired.
He's a big boy, a lot of muscle.
Weidman's kind of like that. He says his mouth is always open.
Yeah, Weidman moves at a slow pace.
Well, Dominic Cruz is like that too. Always breathing heavy with his mouth open, and you're like, how does he keep going?
Adam, how's the baby?
She's good. She's with my wife, and she took the baby, and they went to Fresno for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Parents. So like, it's the first time I've ever had any 3 days off. I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I feel like now I'm experiencing the quarantine, because when you're quarantined with a 2-year-old, it's a different kind of quarantine.
Yep.
You know,
when you're by yourself, it's kind of like, what do I do?
No, now I love it. I could actually get some work done, and I love being with my kid. Don't get me wrong, but I could actually feel productive. Because
I went to Fresno once. What a shithole.
Yeah,
it is. I went there for Combate America's fight recently, and I was like, "Oh, this is
Squid. Let Dre in.
Let Dre in. All right."
I was out in LA. I'm having a fucking amazing time. There's Bellator fights in Fresno. We go to Fresno. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's like being in
he's on the list.
What's up, Dre? You on the list?
Or like Buffalo or something.
It was like tumbleweeds.
Does this take over the whole screen when I put that up there, or is it you still can do?
Yeah, it takes over the whole screen.
Can you do the split view? Can you do?
No, you can't give it its own.
Is that Dre the Bull?
Make sure you hit that pure roll right there.
Andre.
Yeah. Yo. Oh, Adam.
What's up, man? Happy birthday.
Appreciate it, man. What's going on?
How are you?
Oh, shit,
man.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up? It's your birthday today?
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
He's 43.
40. You too good. You too kind to me, man. I'm about 44, 45.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
What are all those people in the background? What kind of quarantine is this? What's going on?
It's a Caribbean quarantine.
Island quarantine, boy.
Yeah, it's an island quarantine.
You know about that?
You know what I mean? You gotta stay 6 inches from each other. That's how it goes.
It's like a party over there.
Pretty much, you know what I mean?
The island quarantine is different, Eve, than the regular quarantine?
Oh, we get that different. Islands.
I don't know how.
Is it connected?
So y'all watching the fight straight?
Yeah, we got the fights on. We ain't start betting push-ups yet. I might wait a round or so.
I'm betting
Nice
ice
fight too.
That's what I'm doing. I'm retired. I'm betting ice cream sandwiches.
Who do you think's gonna win this fight, Andre?
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Jocko might clip him. I see a right hook coming. I think he might get clipped.
You guys hear the music?
There's pizza and food over there. I mean, pizza and chaser and all that.
Hey, y'all ordering pizza and stuff?
We got a little something. We got a little pizza over there.
I don't trust ordering out for food right now.
New York pizza, man. Put it in the oven after.
Places are stepping up their game with the food.
If you think being too good of an athlete could be a curse, like a guy like this who's like a Division I football player, like you get too quickly to the UFC?
I don't know. I don't think so because you haven't been at that level of competition at a high level. It makes you want it. You know what I mean? Like if you're there and you have the ability, then you just have to have the desire. You're gonna go and do whatever it takes to get to the level everybody else.
You know Marcelo Silva trying to get into the room, Thuglicious?
Marcelo Silva. I don't know Marcelo Silva.
We've been random guests.
Who y'all got winning this one right here?
I got a 1-1. I got Anders the first. I think Jocko the second. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty close, right?
Pay more attention to this round. Fight Adam. Whoever wins this round wins.
I'm rooting for the black guy. Oh, fuck.
Yo, Adam, how those virtual comedy shows going?
Good, man. Last night was really good.
Yeah?
You were gonna be there, and then you didn't. I appreciate it, man.
You know what happened?
I appreciate you not coming. It was great. I love all this.
Yeah, man. Especially after you said, "I got you."
You know what happened? What happened? I got taken advantage of last night.
What happened?
I got taken advantage of last night.
Oh, by your wife?
I was trying to watch Arrow up until your show came on, and then I got taken advantage of. I was taped up and everything. I couldn't even reach for my phone.
It happens, man. Hey, man, it's your birthday, bro. It's your birthday.
Appreciate it.
Oh, come on, man. Give me a break. It's all good.
Hey, if you want to do a set after this fight, Adam.
I'm good.
We're here, man.
Last night was good.
No, Adam might beat me up, man. I don't want any problems.
Oh, hell no, man.
I got delicate
Roast
skin.
of Andre Harrison. I mean, we just turn this into the roast.
Great full.
I just look a little confused.
Steve, how many do-rags do you have? Yeah. Every time I see you, you're wearing a different. Like even like during this fight, you've done like 3 different ones.
You said I might have 6. I might have. Andre, your house sounds like my grandma's house.
Like your granny house?
Yeah.
Tell your granny she needs to have me over next time. Yeah. Where the old dude?
Shut up.
What you selling?
Yo, Ian.
Yo.
You seen this right here? When the last time you seen one of these?
It's been a long time.
That one ain't even open up yet.
You gotta save that for the next time I come down to Long Island.
What is that?
That bad boy ain't even open up yet.
It's Caribbean.
Oh shit! Come on, Eric.
I don't know. He doesn't look. He looks confused. He doesn't know what tools to use.
He like almost goes for a takedown, then just like stops. He just
and then.
I don't know. I think he can steal this round. It's pretty close.
It's a very close fight.
Yeah, I feel like he's athletically doing that. Not making the right choice.
missing that like tenacity or like that like
I want to finish this.
Yeah. Like when he got that deep on that shot, I'm like, he should pick this dude up and slam him. Not a message for the rest.
Just to try to steal around.
All right, so
I throw punches if he wants to steal around.
Taco's got a chin.
don't know. I think
Yo, what do y'all think about Barboza making 45?
Scary.
Be the same. I don't know if he's going to be the same though. I mean, he's pretty mean at 55.
I'm so curious to see what that's like.
Like when Aldo made 35, I was like, "What are you doing, dude? You look deathly."
And he looked good too when he got down. He looked good at 45.
He should have won that fight.
At 35. Yeah, I thought so.
Everyone thought he won that fight.
I don't know. I feel like EJ is going to try and push the pace, and
I think they're going like vegan or something, and that's where the weight loss is coming from.
Yo, God bless their hearts. I could never go vegan.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Okay, beer.
So what? Today's your birthday, Dre?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. How you been, my brother?
Appreciate it. I've been good, man. Just, quarantined up.
I see you out there. You still training with Keith, though.
Yeah. I got to work out, Got to stay sharp,
Bro, Keith is looking grizzly in this quarantine.
He just cut his beard, too. You should have seen him right before he cut his beard.
Oh, he finally cut it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's been looking grizzly, what I seen. Like, fucking Long Island's Wolverine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head out. Yo, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Andrew, Eve, I'll see you Monday.
All right.
Andre, I'll see you Tuesday.
All right, cool. Appreciate you.
It was nice meeting you guys. Nice meeting you, Sam.
All right.
Andrew, be good, brother.
Big fan, Adam. Keep putting up the good shit.
Thank you.
Oh, we lost. Adam took off?
Adam took off.
Damn, right when I went to get a beer.
And it looks like we lost Dre as well.
Oh, we lost Andre Harrison too?
Dre just left. I think he thought Adam was running shit or something. I don't know.
All right, later, Adam. Thanks for having me on, Adam. Much appreciated.
I was gonna say to Dre too. Yeah, Jocko won.
Jocko won, yeah.
I was gonna say to Dre. Dre's been trying to get a fight. He's looking to fight right now.
Shoot. Like he's one of those guys who's like should be a wanted free agent, but at the same time, he doesn't just his finishing, man. He starts finishing dudes.
Yeah. You don't finish people. Yeah, he can too. Yeah. All the skill.
Little bit cautious.
I think it was the having
very cautious,
protecting the O for so long. Turned him into a bit of a defensive fighter.
Yeah.
He was one of the rare guys in MMA that had like a belt and
he was like I think 20-0, 21-0.
Yeah, no, 20-0. He was 20-0. He lost the 21st.
Yeah, we were at that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
but even Lance Palmer is a fucking stud.
Yeah.
That loss shouldn't really count though. That was a 2-round loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was that short rounds.
And he lost to oh God, who's the kid who fought Palmer in the finals again? Why can't I think of his name?
Gilpin.
Gilpin, Alice Gilpin, right?
Yep.
But that was
he barely beat that dude that hit that crazy knockout too.
Why, Gilpin's the one who caught him in the choke, right?
Yeah, with that ninja choke.
Bro, I met Gilpin at one of the PFLs. I thought he was the kid who worked in the restaurant. Like, he came up to us and was like, yo, what's up, guys? Can I get some of this pizza? I was like, dude, you work here?
I thought it was Alex Gilpin, looked just like him. Some TV show, right? It'll come back. If I find it, I'll send Squid the picture.
I thought he was a little kid. I was like, do you work here or something? He's like, no, I just fought in the co-main event. And then Dennis tapped me. He was like, yo, he just fought Lance Palmer. I was like, oh my God, that was you? Like, you look so fucking tiny right now.
Huh.
He's good. He's tough.
45. Do that to you.
But even he's not the biggest 45. Like, Lance Palmer looks like a big boy. You know, Dennis looks like a big boy.
Who he looks like. Hold on. I'm going to
somebody was just trying to get in the room. I didn't invite them and they left. Who was that?
I don't know, some Brazilian dude, I think he said.
God.
There was another person after that too. So we're on commercial here.
Man, I can't remember his. Hold on. I'm gonna double check something.
Let me see who's online on some Call of Duty right now.
All right, you know who I love? Ashley Yoder.
Ashley Yoder. Oh yeah. Yep. I know her.
Big Ashley Yoder fan.
She's all right.
She looks amazing in that photo.
Is my screen still sharing?
No.
Oh.
I know
Jason Hamilton. Let's allow Jason in and kick him if we need.
All right.
What's up, Jason Hamilton?
What's up, Jason? You gotta open your camera.
Welcome to Fight Party Live. Open your camera.
Do you know Jason Hamilton?
No.
I don't know any Hamiltons.
We're just we're open on this show.
You guys don't discriminate.
No. We're just trying to get back in the habit of this type of show. Okay, Jason knows something.
Okay.
You're out, Jason.
I knew that.
It's very unforgiving here. You get one shot, really.
Anybody got time for that?
I got no time to hear Jason breathing. This is his nostril breath. Great nostril breathing. Wow, he looks.
Man, he looks shredded.
Mean. Doesn't look as bad as Aldo looked. Aldo looked like they had to like drag his body to the scale when he weighed in.
And I've heard, so there's like one person that I've obviously there's been maybe more than one, but there's one person that I remember from back in the day that LaFleur was like, you know who I don't want to fight? And I was like, who? He's like, Edson Barbosa. I was like, but he's a lightweight. He's like, yeah, but he's fucking huge. So he was a big lightweight, Barbosa.
He cracks too.
And he cracks. This was at like, he used to fight at the Ring of Combat back in the day, Barbosa.
Yep. Sure did. Little Jersey fights. No, even if you beat him, you're like limping the next day, and you got all sorts of welts and bruises and things because he likes bone on bone.
Oh shit! This fight's next.
Yep, this fight's next. Yeah, he don't mind hurting you to hurt and also hurting himself.
No.
Interesting fight.
I think Dan Ige though is like under the radar right now.
I like Ige, man.
Yep.
I think like this is a huge test, especially after that weight cut.
And Ige's a forward fighter, so Ige's gonna press him right now.
Hard to kick going backwards.
Super hard.
Well, that's what's his name did to him. Gaethje.
Oh yeah, Gaethje.
I'll pull up Ige's record here. Hasn't lost since his UFC debut.
And that's Arce's a fucking stud.
Another Ring of Combat champion, Julio Arce. And then has gone 5-0 since. 3 decisions.
Click Arce as well.
Yep. Arce.
I'm pretty sure he's been surging too since that fight. I think he has 1 loss. His last one. Oh, 2 losses. Who's that? Yeah, two splits though. They were both very close.
Doing all right. In the mix. Good old Tiger Showman guy.
But you see that one that was his kryptonite back in the day was Kelleher.
Yep. Those fights happened pretty close to each other. The first one was kind of controversial. Great fight. And then Kelleher got him in that third, man. That choke was so fucking tight.
Bro, that's his move. That's his move though, the guillotine.
Sure is. Yeah.
A lot of masturbating.
Let me message Kelleher and see if he wants to get on.
I actually mentioned it to Kelleher. He didn't answer me. But he said he'd come on the show Tuesday, but then he didn't answer me about coming on the group thing.
You ever see Kelleher first time ever rapping on the internet was on our show. Where is it?
Yeah, he rapped about some shit on our show. I want to get him on. I want him to sing us like an intro song.
Where did we get him on?
That was one of our first episodes.
Yeah. I have it on Pluto's database. I think it's on the back end. Let me see library. Let's see. Somewhere in here. I'll find it off screen and pull it up. Yeah, he rapped in that was when we extended his room into our room. We made us look like we're all in the same room. I like extended his room into our room. Where is it?
What do you do this show on?
This is on we kind of paused for a bit because of a lot of the stuff we were doing on Pluto TV, and then the company got purchased and we canceled all original productions. So after that, they let me keep all the stuff, but I had back surgery last year, and
Well, I'm saying, what do you like broadcast on?
it depends.
Like, I'm saying, like, what's the software? The
No, I'm
broadcast
saying it
software.
depends.
Oh, it depends.
Yeah, it depends. I have a TriCaster, so I can put like 18 cameras in my TriCaster, but it's kind of overkill. But then I use this Black Magic converter box, lets me plug a bunch of cameras into it. And then I either go into Zoom, I do Ecamm Live.
All right, I got.
Depends on where stuff goes.
Yeah, we keep it simple. We use OBS, but we got into using OBS because that's what a lot of the video game streamers use.
Yeah, I don't like OBS, but it does the job.
What don't you like about it?
Oh, Mr. Cole Miller's coming in. Just the whole interface.
I have experts, if you will, at OBS.
Audio.
Yeah. What up, Mr. Cole Miller?
Cole Miller, what's going on?
What's up, dudes?
What's up, Ice?
Chilling with the fam. Got Jera over here. Got my little man Link right here.
Nice.
Was he named after Zelda?
You know it.
Well, he was named after Link, but yes, in the Legend of Zelda.
Yes,
yeah.
the character from Zelda. Yes.
No, idiot. No. But yes.
What's popping?
Man, we just watching some fights, hanging out, bullshitting.
Your teammate Edson Barbosa is up next.
Yeah, man. There's
Trained
been
with
some
Edson yet?
good fights.
Have you trained with Edson? You been back down in Coconut Creek? Train down there?
You know, I haven't trained with him since he joined the team in the past like couple years. He had like he came by and was like trying it out, man, like years ago, back in like 2011 or something. And I trained with him then, but I haven't trained with him since the past couple of years since he recently joined up.
Yes, I actually trained with you alongside you back in the day, like 2011, around that same time. He was at FFA, Edson.
Oh man, cool.
Oh shoot, that's when like Nina was down there.
Yes, I moved around with you one time down there too, Eves.
Oh yeah?
Yes, I used to train with Edson Denise.
Okay. I remember Edson going to Edson's gym, but I don't remember training with you, so you must have not been very good.
No, I was like a blue belt back then.
I'm just messing.
People always remember when they go with me, but I don't always remember when I go with other people. You know how it is. You know how it is when you're this good. You know how it is. You forget.
It's easy to remember the times you get worked.
Man.
It is. Those are you always remember those forever.
The first time I went with Charles Rosa, I was like, this fucking kid.
His cardio never ends.
Man, I remember that. I think I was up at Charles's place. So I went up there with you and Micah.
Yeah.
I like Rosa, man. I hate to see him go down like that, but fortunately, he just got worked. He didn't like get beat up. But that dude had to be good. That dude had to be really good because he, like, if he had more time, I think he would have finished that twister. But then he went back to it, Charles Rosa was able to stop it, but he still started setting it up. That kid, Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell, yeah, he was good.
Really good.
I knew that he wasn't going to submit Rosa. Like Rosa just not going to tap. Like you're going to break it or you're going to put him out.
Yeah. Yeah, he still looks fast. That's the problem I have with Barbosa though. He just kind of covers these little gloves. He doesn't move his head much at all.
Yeah, he's got that. It's a very like K1 style.
Shit.
Like I'm gonna do my offense, and then
shit.
And then you do yours.
Yeah.
Am I ahead of you guys right now? I might be a few seconds ahead of you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, you're ahead of us.
I'm at 416, 415, 414.
Yeah, he's got that style where he's gonna cover. It's like you're gonna do yours, then I'm gonna do mine, and it's I don't dig it, but he does it well.
Yeah. I don't like it with little gloves.
Yeah, he does it pretty decent for a lighter fighter. Like you see a guy like Overeem, do it, and it's like he's got all those muscles to cover all those vital points of his face, but like as a smaller, lighter fighter, that's tough. Hey,
he's throwing down some big hammer fists, man.
I will jack you up. I will jack you up. I'm talking. Be quiet. Don't be a jabroni.
It's a good term.
This is parenting at its best, guys.
Dad said, "Don't be a jabroni."
Sometimes it just bees like that. He dropped him with a punch.
Yeah.
Barbosa ain't necessarily, I mean, his hands are decent, but I don't know how many times I've seen him put somebody down with his hands. He looks wobbly when he gets hit.
Mm-hmm.
He covers the head. I just wonder if that's I don't remember.
Yeah, he looks good.
This is his first time at 145?
Yep.
Yeah.
Still ranked at lightweight. But, I mean, he's fought all the guys at the top. And he lost to all of them. Lee, Gaethje, Ferguson.
Khabib,
yeah. The only one he hasn't fought is Conor.
It's a good fight.
Yeah.
Dangerous for Conor. Damn, I wish I could just turn off the UFC commentary and just hear the fight. Just give me that.
When they first made Fight Pass, they made it like they were going to give you that option.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Pay-per-views, I think they were giving you that, but then they stopped.
They made it like they were going to give you each corner audio. You could choose, and you could fucking have no commentary or different cameras and shit.
They want to control the narrative.
They were going to let you control the camera. I remember that.
I love that. I like the static shot that doesn't move.
I like that too, though, the no commentary. Like sometimes you watch fights and the commentary almost influences how you're seeing the fight.
Man, hearing the fans and hearing the commentators just ruin the fight for you. And like, it's like they have their own bias. And then when you watch it, like I've got it on mute right now and you can see it for what it is.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what it is.
Sways you. It all sways you.
Me and Jared were talking about like, we kind of like not having the crowd because we don't got to, and like the crowd, their cheering can't sway the judges. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more natural.
And you know the woo, the woo.
That's about not the crowd, but the commentary is like it influences people who are watching because they're telling you the stats and this guy landed this many punches and blah blah blah. You don't know that when you're watching.
Yeah, and they're just saying the shit that's like he lands a left punch and he throws a left kick, and I'm like, I have eyeballs, dude. You don't have to call out everything. Yeah, I saw it's a right kick, kicked him. I get it. You don't gotta say it again.
I do think though that the no fans is better for the judges to judge the fights.
Agreed.
For sure.
Japanese fans, that's what you need. You need to fill the arena with Japanese fans. It would be quiet and just
free
watch
tickets for Japanese people only. Free.
Bro, I'm all about it.
No clapping allowed until the fight's over. No clapping.
Scramble. You can clap.
You can, yeah, you can clap after a guard pass or a good scramble. You can't just clap for no reason.
Can't scream.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Come down. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. That'd be a fun promotion to start. Yeah, he's got all sorts of rules.
What? Wait, just letting Japanese people in promotion?
No, just not allowing people to just like cheer, throw people out for doing that woo thing.
We should call it honor or pride. I like
didn't see where you actually loved the honor. I was like, honor sounds great. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It rolls off the tongue really good. We'll put Japanese fans in attendance. Let's take out elbows, but let's add stomps and kicks and call it honor or pride or something like that.
If they're inactive, we take away 10% of their purse and just give.
Dude, this is about to get another.
Bro, that's like something you should hit Dana up with and be like,
we
Dana,
are on
I got an idea
here.
Dana, I got an idea. Let's put a bunch of Japanese fans in an arena. Let's have like the crowd be quiet though.
And bring in an occasional American every so often so we get someone to kick out.
They were dumb to even get rid of, like, when you bought Pride and Strike Force, why don't you just keep Pride and Strike Force going? Like, the way boxing has WBC and IBF and all these belts,
but like
I like the different rule sets.
The whole Pride thing, you got to deal with the Yakuza at that point.
Guys, we could revolutionize an entire era of MMA with this concept.
And then when they're like, but you got to use the cage. No, we're going to use an octagon, but an octagon ring.
Five ropes. This fight's getting wild.
But I think Barbosa might have had that zap, though, with that knockdown. I think Ige is in there for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Ige might be winning this shit.
He lost the first round, I think, off that knockdown, but
he's winning a lot of these, like, in-between exchanges, though.
Ige's like one of those. We had Volkanovski on the show like a couple weeks ago, and I said that I think Ige is the dark horse at 45.
He's got a lot of work to do.
But I'm saying like quietly winning fights, moving into the top 15.
This fight should move him up because it's a ranked against a higher ranked opponent at a higher weight class. I would assume it.
Oh, the rankings are so fucking. The rankings are so weird though.
They're not even real.
Yeah, like how do you move him up? He beat a lightweight. He didn't beat a featherweight.
Yeah, but he beat someone ranked higher at another weight. I give that a little, like, let me see. Featherweight.
Dude, they do whatever they want as far as ranking.
Voting. It's voting.
Dominic Cruz hasn't been ranked for like 2 years, and he's got a title shot.
Dude, Charles. What's
Dominic
his name?
Cruz knows how to talk on Twitter and the microphone.
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira will miss weight. He will miss weight, beat the guy that he was fighting, and move up in ranks in the weight class that he didn't even make.
Yeah. But he's another one of those dark horses, though, at 145, Oliveira.
I think you got to move Jose Aldo off the rankings. He hasn't.
He's back up. He's back up, right?
He's ranked 11th. He hasn't won a fight in that weight class in like a year and 4 months.
Who are you talking about, Squid?
I'm talking about Jose Aldo. So I'm looking at the rankings right now at this weight class.
As a commentator, I would want to correct you and say it's Jose. It's Jose.
That's what I said. It's a Jose Aldo.
It's Jose, yes.
Jose Aldo. But yeah, he's ranked 11th.
Ige caught him with. Oh wait, I'm ahead of you guys. Actually, Ige caught him with a good right hand there.
240, 239,
spoiler alert.
238, 237.
All right, I'm gonna pause for one.
233, 232, 231, 230.
Right, now we're about the same.
All right.
Did you see the right hand?
Yep.
And now it looks like.
Sid was looking at the clock while the right hand landed.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. Yeah, I was in the numbers game.
Well, Barbosa seems like he's on skates dancing on the outside since then.
Oh, Brian Kelleher's writing me right now. Let's see what he says.
Schilling might come up.
What happened to Poirier? He confirmed with us the other day, man. I got to talk to his manager or some shit.
Well, how do you guys book Poirier? Through his manager or through him, I would think, no?
Warzone.
Through Warzone. We do it through Call of Duty Warzone. We do it through Party Chat. That's how we booked them for the last.
Well, even Squid said the other day that he's a Thugjitsu guy. I forgot that he was one of your was he one of your students back in the day?
He's a student of one of my students, or one of my students and teachers. So Tim Grader.
Yeah.
He's the coaches, and I was helping Tim with his striking. So we were training together, and Dustin started with him.
We haven't had Tim on yet, but we've had on Andrea Lee.
Okay.
Who's one of his students.
Yeah, she came to one of my seminars over there. Fuck.
Man, he's working for that anaconda, and then he let it go.
But even like, so Dustin, we were in Florida, and we almost, like, Dustin happened to leave for Louisiana like that morning, so he didn't come on that time. Then we just been playing phone tag with him for like 2 years. And then he'll say, all right, I'm coming on Monday. And then when Monday comes around, crickets.
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Yeah, that's on you guys.
Yeah, we got to keep trying.
I'm not hating, but I don't know what to tell you.
Oh shit, Mr. Joe Schilling, former world champion, entering the room. Another world champion entering the Fight Party Live.
Dude, Joe Schilling is the man.
Another world
You can't
champion.
stop crazy.
Joe Schilling is connected to audio.
What's up, Joe?
What up?
How you living? You watching these fights?
Yeah, I just turned it on. Barboza. How you say that guy's name? Iggy?
Ige.
Yeah.
You probably heard that his whole life.
Yeah, for sure.
So does
Teachers in school.
Does Edson
Daniel
steal that
Iggy?
round?
Yeah. Hey, he's making 145.
What fights did I miss? I was painting the gym all day today.
Wow.
Well, the prelims were good.
You missed Eric Anders and Jotko. Yadong Song and again Vera fought.
How was that one?
Yeah, Cheeto Vera won that fight, I thought.
Yeah, Yodong got a gift.
Those
Hey,
referees
Joe.
need that crowd to help them out.
Joe, you get. Let's just give me this hypothetical. You get a UFC contract, and you walk into the UFC and face anybody on the roster. Who would it be?
Anybody? I could fight anybody on the roster?
Yeah.
Gokhan Saki, first fight.
Ooh,
Hell
I like
yeah.
that.
Nice.
I mean, let's skip the bullshit. That's the kind of fights I want, you know? Like fucking, it's cool.
That's the fights we want you to have.
Yo, what up? What's up, man? You're right here.
What's
How are you?
up?
How's everything?
Oh shit!
Good.
You know, that's right.
Yeah. For sure.
Hey, what colors and tones did you go with at your gym?
Black and white. Black and white.
Yeah,
Old school NWO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black
It's not a speaking of colors and tones. Hey Eve, that's a nice purple do-rag you got there, bro.
You like that?
Nice.
Looks velvety and shiny.
Color of royalty, man. Purple is the color of royalty.
Eve's
Is that
got
like-
dressed up for this.
They're like Grape Street Crip or what is that? What's up, cuz?
I said, forget about it, cuz.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Do they have gangs in Washington D.C.? Are you did you get jumped in, or they just gave them the resume? You just gave them the resume, and they were like, "You were in."
That's it.
Just did start one up.
I emailed it to them.
So this the Overeem fight is the rematch, or it's the comeback or whatever, right? Because the Walt's stepdaughter thing. This is his first fight back.
Yep.
They've been booked against each other like 3 times, but it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, really? Nice.
I like the Angela Hill Gadela fight. Could be wild.
Yeah.
Those girls could walk away with $50,000 each if they do it right.
Mm-hmm.
They got the opportunity if they just.
I feel like that's a fight, though. Angela Hill is so good on the feet, but Claudia is so good everywhere. If Claudia takes her down, it's an easier fight for her.
Yeah.
But
I think Claudia's got the power advantage there too, even on the feet now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Claudia's probably going to stand with her.
Right.
Hope so.
I remember watching Angela Hill when she was fighting like a lion fight and like on the local kickboxing scenes before she went to UFC, and she was like real active but didn't have a whole lot of crack in her shots. So I would see that being the advantage for Claudia. But I would
that's her in MMA as well.
Yeah.
Volume.
A lot of decisions.
Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna knock anybody out. Does she have any knockouts? Shit.
Ooh.
Angela Hill. She might have a TKO recently.
Ooh, I can take
Yeah. I feel like I saw one and was surprised when it happened. That's why I remember it.
Oh, Danny,
The girl out in
Good pie shot.
in 2016, she got a knockout of Stephanie Eggink.
Oh,
Out of the sport of fighting because she got knocked out by Angela.
Let's see if I can find the footage.
What do you guys think about this fight? We're halfway
this
through
is
the
close.
last round.
It's pretty
Yeah.
close.
It's 1 round apiece, though, right?
It depends on what the judges are scoring. You know, are they scoring the ground? Because then Barbosa got on top at the end of that second round, but I thought he lost the second round.
Yeah,
That's
He
what
got
I
busted
think.
up. His nose is all fucked up.
There's blood leaking from Ige, so do you score the blood?
he cracked. He's dropped Ige what, twice this round? Or did I wrong?
He definitely dropped him once.
Maybe I'm mixing that in the first round. Oh, that looked like a kick to the dick.
Good old dick kick.
You got to use that shit, though.
You get one free one every fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, might as well use it.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Hey Joe, I gotta talk to you about that that thing you gave me when I watched that Lego Batman movie.
Is Joe Schilling smoking
I
a
love
cigarette?
that Lego Batman movie. That's the best fucking one of my favorite Batman movies ever.
Absolutely. What did I give you? I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'll talk to you about it later.
Has this been fight of the night so far?
We're all friends here.
On the internet?
On the internet.
The whole internet.
You guys into that Lego Batman movie?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it so funny?
It was awesome.
I've seen the movie like 4 times. It's like funnier every time.
I feel like I don't know that I've seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
I like the first Lego movie.
Oh, the ninjas and stuff.
It was just like the Lego movie. Everything is awesome.
Yeah.
That was good.
Bro, all those Lego movies, my nephews watch them. The songs are so fucking catchy.
Oh, yeah.
Every song.
Oh yeah, Ninjago was the other one. I love Ninjago.
Bro, you watched the first Lego movie on shrooms?
They're good.
Telling you. That's where it's at.
A bunch of them.
Oh yeah, that lead character is so fucking funny in the Lego movie.
Yep.
He's so good.
Average guy.
Yeah, he's just a regular, like, oblivious guy.
And they got the Lego Jesus on there.
The white-haired
Yeah,
Jesus.
Lego Jesus. Great.
Those are great movies. You haven't seen the Ninjago one, Joe?
I don't think so.
It's all ninja one. It's all like ninja fighting one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll pick it up.
That one's awesome. The Batman one's so good though.
They're all good.
Yeah,
I
they're
feel
all.
like I might have seen the Batman one, or wasn't the Batman in the original one? That's probably what's throwing me off.
I think you may have been in that one for a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. All, Batman, Superman, Green Lantern. They were all in that original one.
That dick. Y'all been watching that Bulls thing, The Last Dance?
Oh, that's good. I was telling Menace he needs to watch that shit.
I haven't watched it.
I've seen a couple of them. I want to sit down and watch it all, but I haven't.
It was really good. I remember because I was a huge Bulls fan. I was
Right.
playing basketball. It was right before I moved to America. I moved here thinking I want to play basketball. That's why I came here. I came here to try and play basketball.
Well,
Are you
I'm
joking?
guessing you were a point guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you good at basketball?
I used to be. I haven't played
Really?
basketball since I started fighting.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Danny,
You're not
they
good
got it.
anymore.
I'm not good anymore. No. Ige won.
Wow.
I don't know. I think that's a bad decision.
Was that split or unanimous?
I didn't hear.
It could have went. I think it could have went either way.
Let's say it right here.
Split.
Look, were you good for like being from the Bahamas, like the
Right.
Jamaican bobsled team?
Yeah.
Is that like how you made your state championship?
No, we so we won in Bahamas, my school.
Did you play for like a high school out here, or were you just like intramural, like weekend pickup game guy? Or do you have a jersey?
I played in Texas.
You're the tallest guy?
You were the tallest guy on the team?
Yeah, you had to be, right?
I used to tell Eve that I saw him in D2, the Mighty Ducks, when he was playing for the Trinidad and Tobago junior hockey team.
That was his first SAG role.
It was the first time I saw Eve Edwards.
Was he really in that?
Shut up, Joe.
Then he quit the junior hockey team to play basketball.
Yeah, and moved to America, and the rest is history.
Yeah, he's been a SAG actor since '94.
I never saw snow until I was 20 something.
But Eve, did you guys ever have like the Michael Jordan? He had like were they like Michael Jordan's Playground or whatever, and it was like special edition VHS tapes or whatever. Like there were like shows made about Michael Jordan back in the day.
No, never seen that.
Never had those. I had like all of those. I was a huge Jordan fan.
Were they animated?
No, they were like, I mean, it would be like a 24/7 now, but back then, and they were like an hour and a half long.
That's been my favorite thing about the Last Dance is seeing how crazy Jordan was. Like you hear the stories of him like punching Steve Kerr and fucking just being crazy, harassing the GM and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Didn't they go into like each week talks about like different players that you get to know more about Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and all that. That's cool.
Yeah,
I want to watch it. I just haven't done it.
It's really good because what happened was the Bulls they won like 3, and then Jordan retired, and then they won like another, but it covers both their runs, you know. So it bounces back between the 95 to 98 run and then the 92 to 95 run. I mean, the 91 to 94 run.
Wasn't baseball in there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the episode I saw was when he retired and went to play baseball. So
the
Barons. So interesting.
But even that though, people think he like sucked at baseball. He was actually good at baseball.
All right. Yeah, he was decent. He was
obviously good enough to make the White Sox.
Good for what?
Yeah, like if he would have played another season or two in the minor leagues, he would have made it to Major League Baseball.
Stop.
Really?
Stop.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
He was like 10 years younger, maybe.
Bro, 100%. He batted 200 and drove in like 50 RBIs in AA ball. There were guys that were professional baseball players for 10 years that couldn't do that.
Same way Tim Tebow is going to play for the Mets this year because it's a publicity stunt. It's like he wasn't good enough to actually make it to the majors. Like
No, 100%. There's guys that I've seen that had worse stats than him in AA that made it to the majors.
And especially watching that, you see the kind of person that he was going to do whatever it took to get better.
Yeah, the only reason he stopped playing baseball was because they went on strike that year.
Yep, I remember that too.
And it's still the White Sox. Like people don't realize like the Dodgers or the White Sox, whoever, they have like their A team, which is what we see, and then their B team and their C team and their D. Like just being in that that group they're constantly moving up.
If I was a manager, I would have brought him up for sure.
Right. Plus like the star power of them, why wouldn't they?
Yeah, sell some jerseys, get the stadium full of people. It's like
even when you watch the thing, like normally guys go to like rookie ball, then A ball, then AA. They had to put him right in AA because the media attention was so crazy.
Right.
And they couldn't at the A and the rookie league, they couldn't cater to the media.
But at the same time, it's like if you really believe and you're trying to make a run at making it in the majors, like you can't start over at A ball at that or rookie ball at that level.
At that age,
yeah.
Too.
No.
Well, that age, they said like in the show, they said he hadn't played baseball since he was like 18. He didn't play baseball for like 13 years.
Yeah. But to be competitive at that level, that shows you a skill, like a talent.
Yeah, who knows? They have a bad season. They fucking start to lose fan base. They pulled Jordan out for like 3 innings, put him in left field. Fucking.
Well, that's what they said on the Last Dance thing. They said when the strike happened, Jordan was like the first person that they tried to get be a scab and come over and play like cross the picket line.
Right.
And that's why he was like, nah, I'm just gonna go play basketball again.
Like, how good were the White Sox anyway at that time?
What's that?
Like, were they even any good at that time?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
It was 68 and 76 the following year. So it's like, who cares? Bring Jordan up. Like, you guys are gonna suck anyway.
I mean, they had Frank Thomas.
I was about to say they had Big Hurt, and who else did they have?
They had, who's the first baseman? You had Frank Thomas.
Yeah.
Frank Thomas.
I met him at the Fox studio. That dude is still
on that team, right?
He's a big man.
Oh, really? How was he? He was cool or what?
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool. He was kind. He was, cordial.
How many White Sox players can y'all name? Shoeless Joe Jackson and Frank Thomas. Who else?
Yeah, that was all. Frank Thomas. I was trying to come up with Frank Thomas when you guys said it. Like, what's the name?
Jim Abbott, the one-armed pitcher.
Jim Abbott. He's great. All-time great.
We were talking about this a couple weeks ago on the show. Ozzie Guillen was a White Sox player, but remember the guy Robin Ventura.
Ventura, okay.
Remember Nolan Ryan beamed him, and he charged Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan was like, "Come on," and Nolan Ryan was like 50 and put him in a headlock and started fucking him up.
Oh, dude, yeah. Nolan Ryan is awesome. I got an autographed baseball from Nolan Ryan.
Nice.
How do you run from the plate to tackle somebody and then get put in a headlock?
Bro, he ran after a 50-year-old and got fucked up. So the next day,
he was like, I remember him standing on like the mound, like, "Come on, motherfucker," and then got his ass when he got there.
Dude, Nolan Ryan would beam you and then charge you.
Yeah, the next day on I live in New York, so the next day on the New York Post was Nolan Ryan beats up Robin Ventura.
You guys remember this? Like the craziest play in sports history right here?
Randy Johnson killing a bird?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Was
that an All-Star game?
Oh, shit.
Guy's doing like 103 miles an hour. Like,
for sure.
Bird chose the wrong time to come through. Like,
was that a regular season game or All-Star game?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I believe regular season.
Hey, y'all ever seen Deion Sanders? Okay, so Deion Sanders used to play for the Atlanta Braves.
You mean Neon Deion?
Yeah, the ESPN 30 for 30.
His first return, his first football play ever. You ever seen it? You got to pull that up. Deion Sanders' first punt return, I think it was.
Bro, I grew up, being from Georgia as a Braves fan in the greatest era for Braves baseball, and Neon Deion was phenomenal.
He was awesome. Watch this. He's ridiculously good. Cool.
NFL's newest primetime attraction.
Hatcher kicks it a mile. Deion drifts to the left, takes it on the 32, dropped it. Picked it up, one man missed him, another man missed him. Now he's going wide off to the right. Deion to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, the 40, the 35, the 50, the 45, the 40. My God, Deion Sanders is going to score. My God.
Man, that 30 for 30 on him so good.
And that was his first play ever?
First play.
Wow.
Like him and Bo Jackson were playing Major League Baseball, Major League Football at the same time.
Both doing well, too.
Was Bo that good?
Deion's better.
They were both all-stars.
No, they said Bo was the best, but Bo had injuries.
Deion was better.
Right.
Deion was the best. Deion was a really good baseball player, actually.
They were both good baseball players.
Well, Bo got hurt early. Deion had longevity, a little more longevity to his
Deion
career.
could steal bases. A pretty good defense guy. He can hit. It's like,
dude,
he could really.
Bo Jackson had arthritic hips and knees. He was jacked up.
Yeah, his legs were real bad. I remember that.
He could hit the ball a mile.
Bo Jackson dislocated his hip and had to get his hip reconstructed.
Had Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen in the backfield at the same time.
Good luck tackling that.
Yeah, Bo Jackson was 250 and he ran a 4 something 40-yard dash. He was a crazy athlete.
I'm gonna send you a link.
Eve, have you ever done the an NFL combine style workout where you do like the same things. I wonder what our numbers are. Well,
my number's not real good.
Yeah, I mean not right now. You
4.940.
Go up a little bit.
Well, let's talk about your basketball combine numbers.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
Vertical leap and your
I mean, if Menace wasn't stuck with his kids, he would have some insight into this. So you guys know Dr. Andy Galpin?
Get it at Galpin.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, yeah, Joe might know him. He's from California. He's like the head of
Galpin's. I know Galpin's is like a car dealership.
Car dealership out here.
Yeah, he works at.
I got my car from Galpin.
Yeah,
probably, yeah. But Dr. Andy Galpin, he's like
F-150. Get it at Galpin.
Mustang or a Zeus.
Yeah.
He's a professor at Cal State Fullerton who works with athletes from all different walks of life and whatnot. And he said that, so he's worked with football players, baseball players, basketball players. He said actually Menace and Conor McGregor have some of the best numbers that like can go with NFL players and baseball players.
Really?
Yeah, except they're too short.
Except they're too short, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he said,
NFL players that told me they wanted to play.
Fiesta off focus. Get it at Galpin. Mustangs and Fusions. Get it at Galpin. You know, for years I've had people asking me if they can service their vehicle here at Galpin, even if it isn't a brand that we carry. Well, the answer is yes.
Are we gonna run the whole commercial?
Galpin Quick Lane servicing all makes some money.
Like it was funny. Turn it off. It was funny for a second.
The show's brought to you by Galpin.
Oh, okay.
have they paid you anything? They're going to be the ones who flag your fucking YouTube video.
Free oil change.
Right.
Free oil. One free oil change.
But even Andy Galpin, he did Conor and Cormier for that, like the UFC, some UFC show he did them for. And he said that UFC athletes actually do test pretty high compared to other pro sports.
I mean,
Dude,
Conor, I get, but
I'm so slow.
being that athletic.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't see DC being that. He doesn't strike me.
No, I
He's
think
an Olympic wrestler. What are you talking about?
yeah, DC had like something. He had like quick twitch fiber or something. He had like some quick reaction times.
You know, a quick reaction that Popeye's chicken.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's not. Obviously, he can fucking wrestle, but I just mean like in like the sprint. I don't see like DC. Maybe I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
Like who's an Olympian? What are we talking about here?
And then he actually said Brian Ortega has put up some of the worst numbers he's ever seen, but Brian Ortega still fucking wins fights.
That's why he needed steroids to win fights.
It was shortly after his bad combine numbers that he decided.
That's when you got to click the shots fired button, Squid.
Oh, you want that?
Well, it was like 14 seconds delayed.
It's a tape delay. Let's see running.
Wait.
Look at that guy running. There he goes.
Angela Hill versus DeGuardia. Where do we got? Who's picking who in this fight?
I would like to see Angela win, but I think Claudia got this. She
This
just
is
got
combine right here. This is combine. Yes. I don't know. I don't see it.
I think even in that shape, DC is a sick athlete.
Oh,
I would
for sure.
like us to take a step back for a minute and let us all remember the time that Brian Ortega used steroids, failed, and then everybody forgot about it because he was holding up a Modelo bottle and winning fights.
We didn't forget Cole.
Okay.
Where's the shots fired button? You missed it twice now.
Yeah, come on, Squid.
Which fight was that? I didn't even know he
I think his first fight, right?
It was like early on, him and Kevin Casey both failed on the same exact show.
And they trained at the same gym.
Yes.
Ooh, that drug dealer lost his job, right? The cover-up guy.
Well, that's
never
even
forget.
like remember that time with Black House? Like everyone failed from Black House that one time. Anderson, Pedro Munoz, a couple guys. I think Kevin Casey was training at Black House too. I think actually Ortega too. So they all failed.
Was it Black House or Team Henry Gracie? Where was it coming from? It was probably Black House.
Probably Black House. So I'm gonna go.
Well, yeah, remember their strength coach was that big Jack dude who was definitely on something.
At which weight? At Black House or at Henner's?
At Black House. Remember they had like the 55-year-old Brazilian dude who looked like a bodybuilder.
Man, hey, where's that Brazilian science, Cole?
I was just joking about Henner. You know Henner don't do steroids or promote that shit in his gym.
No, but the big black Brazilian dude from Black House who's jacked, who's like 50-something years old.
Who are we talking about?
Henner's promoting those backpacks. You guys see those backpacks that Henner has?
Yeah, the sweatshirts.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're so dope.
They
It's a
look
great
like
idea.
they're dope.
He killed it. It's a great idea.
You guys actually use that though?
I hope he makes $1 million or more off of it.
I like how Henner's idea is like, so you could use it as a sweatshirt, a backpack, or you could choke somebody with it. Like, and he's showing like, that's his whole sales pitch too.
Now, if you could turn it into a training mask on top of that, you've got gold.
Right.
You gotta make a mini thing, yeah.
I'm gonna start the research and development on that right now. Steal his idea.
R&D.
It's the backpack hoodie mask.
So now I'm not saying this in a derogatory way at all, but Claudia's looking a little thick in this fight.
If that was a dude, you wouldn't have to say that.
What happened?
If this is a guy's fight at featherweight or any weight, you wouldn't have to say that.
Yeah.
Dude, she's always had bigger traps than mine.
Oh, she's swole. Yeah.
Hey, you know who her coach is? You know who Darius' coach is? The very first guy ever that I ever competed at against in any kind of MMA, NHB type thing. His name was Chris Luttrell. I was like 19. He was like 35. He was a pilot. He used to travel all over the country, going to gyms and train. And I was probably training for like 3 months. That dude had me in a Kimura for like 18 minutes.
You almost said.
Yeah.
I feel like Claudia always looks like that. It's just Angela's.
Still didn't tap.
You didn't tap?
Two girls, I would definitely think that Angela's much lighter though.
You pick Angela's what?
Just her weight, I would assume it's lighter. She's even way. Yeah, she does look thick this fight. She knows it's not a 5-rounder.
Did she get tied against Andrade? I can't remember how she lost that fight.
She's just had she's probably top 3 all day, like one of the best, even one of the best ever, Claudia Gadelha. But some nights she just looks off.
I wouldn't go that far.
What, ever at her weight class?
Put her at top 6 right now. Top 6.
Who do you have better than her at 115?
Off the top of my head, Joanna, Andrade, Zhao.
I was gonna say I don't think I could name 6 that way.
Yeah, I can't either, dude.
Yeah.
I can only name 3 champions.
Really?
All right, so you could say she's top 4.
Nice takedown.
Behind Joanna, Rose, and Andrade.
You got Tatiana Suarez above her.
Oh my God, she's the next champion is Tatiana Suarez.
You got
good.
You know, Ansarov beat her, so she's ahead of her.
None of them can grapple.
I love Nina. Nina is a savage.
She's great.
No, it was Nina's first coach. When I was remember when I was teaching that class at ATZ, that amateur class?
Yeah.
Nina was in that class.
That's where it begins. That's where it starts.
I trained with her when she was like white belt, but she had like 30 kickboxing fights.
Yeah, people don't realize Yves Edwards is like a cornerstone of MMA history.
I realize it.
People don't realize that?
No, everyone in this chat realizes it. I'm saying casuals definitely don't realize it.
I'm like legend over here.
Casuals don't know.
I think that the sport has just grown so much in the like Conor McGregor era that like those have become like the casuals, but we're still like, maybe we're just old.
You need a documentary.
Ooh, I thought she had that on Trap.
Ooh. Oh yeah, you're like a second ahead of me.
Claudia won that first round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just with control.
I don't know if she can keep that pace though.
I'm still a minute 22 left in the first round.
Uh-oh.
Take your time.
I think that MMA fans probably have like the smallest brains of any other sports fans out there. Like, if you think about baseball fans, do you know how many names those motherfuckers know in their head? They know these people that are so mundane that on the weakest records, and MMA fans know 6 fighters.
Right.
Nowadays,
It's
remember
so crazy.
the real Joker, Cole? Remember him?
Who?
The real Joker from the underground way back in the day?
Mike Guyman?
No.
No, the underground troll.
You remember that, Stan?
Yes, bro.
I couldn't hear.
I'm a OG. I have a 2001 underground fucking name. I'm an
the
OG.
real Joker, the real Joker was my neighbor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Yeah, he was my neighbor. Back in Texas.
Okay.
And, fuck, I forgot where we were going. Can you understand? What were you saying right before that?
I said that
no,
MMA fighters know 6 people, or MMA fans know 6 people.
He can tell you everything about two
Claudia
sports,
for sure won
MMA and NFL. He could tell
Well,
you
see,
when
that-
he was drafted, and he could tell you what round and what was the finish in any MMA fight ever.
See, that's a
Back then.
legit MMA fan, but like Joe was talking about, like the Conor McGregor era. Like, these guys know 6 MMA fighters, and that's like a majority of our fans.
And
It's
those
so
6
whack.
MMA fighters are Tony Ferguson, Conor McGregor, Khabib, John Jones, Israel Adesanya, and just one guy, whoever they paid attention to on
Well,
some.
everyone
from their
knows.
town.
Yeah, everyone knows
From their
GSP as
town.
well.
I feel like GSP isn't as well known. I think that's
Not as well known.
Disagree on that. I feel like JSP is not nearly as big a deal anymore as he used to be. Like people,
Well,
like a lot of people don't know him. I've hung out with him and been like, how are people not going nuts right now?
Well,
you know?
we're from America. He's a fucking super. He's known here, and he's a superstar in Canada.
Right.
But even I think it's the Mount Rushmore, or at least the casual Mount Rushmore. Oh shit! Did you just drop her?
Ooh.
The casual Mount Rushmore is Khabib, Conor, John Jones, and I guess you can throw in Adesanya, but people still don't know who Adesanya is.
Hey, somebody asked me about that Mount Rushmore. I think it was the UFC Instagram, and I said it was Eve Edwards, Takanori Gomi, BJ Penn, and it was like Carl Uno or somebody else that I said just to be a fucking troll. Like, people were losing their mind.
Hey, let me tell you, hey, Joe, remember we've been in some situations before where things got a little hot and we were going to fuck somebody up. I was with Cole in Pittsburgh, and this dude's walking towards me, and he has these 2 chicks in front of him. And I look at him and I'm like, nice, my man, right? And he thinks I was like stepping him or whatever, and he's walking away and he's talking about, he raised his shirt like talking about I have a gun or whatever. I'm like, bitch, if you had a gun, you wouldn't be walking away. And Cole is next to me. Cole like backs up, right? And I'm like, what? You didn't have my back? And Cole's like, no, I was getting my phone out because that motherfucker came back. He's getting fucked up. Cole, that's right when I was
footage.
the camera.
It was gonna be a great moment.
If I get in a street fight and none of my friends record it, we're not friends anymore.
The waste of your
That's
skill.
like step 1. Pull the phone out and record it.
Bro, if you had that hindsight though, imagine that ninja who's like, yo, I know this guy. He's about to get, and they pull out the phone. I've been in so many fucking street fights, and my cousin's like a Florida street fighting legend. He's been in so many street fights, and not one has ever been documented or put on tape, ever.
That's the flaw in his history.
No,
Fake
his crew.
news. I'm
Well,
gonna challenge it. Fake news.
Cole, you might have known my cousin, or at least you know people who knew my cousin. My cousin's like an old school ATT guy. He was from like the Boca Black Belt days.
Okay.
So this guy, he goes out and parties. He trained under Laborio. He reached like purple belt under Laborio, but he used to train with remember Christian Tolik?
Christian? I don't know Christian.
The Muay Thai Christian.
Oh, the Muay Thai Christian. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He trained with Muay Thai Christian, and then he trained with Howard Davis for years.
I might know him. What's his name?
George DiTasanos.
George.
You might know him by face. They used to call him.
Okay.
They used to call him Baroni's cousin back in the day.
Okay.
Oh,
But then, like, he now goes into street fights, and he doesn't start the fights. People start with him, not realizing he actually has hands, he actually has kicks, and he goes for leg locks. Like, he's leg lock people in the street and shit.
It's fucked up.
hold on. When you said
Fucked
Brody's
up.
cousin, I remember this shit. So I have this friend. He don't fight. He trained with me for a while. Never had a fight before. His name is Dickie. Anyway, he comes to one of my fights in Japan, and Baroni's there. And Baroni's talking about, like, my buddy's Dickie is drunk. And Baroni's like, he wants to fight Vanderlei Silva. And Dickie is a huge fan of Vanderlei Silva. Anyway, Baroni's like, I want to fight Vanderlei Silva. I want that fight. And he's like, Vanderlei Silva would knock you out.
Yeah, you don't want that fight.
Bro, Phil shot.
Steve, I'm remembering when that happened with that dude who tried to flex like he had a gun. I was like, he don't got a gun. He ain't got shit.
I remember that. He kept walking away.
Yeah.
I was down. I was down to throw down with that one.
Oh, man.
Where are you guys at in this fight? I'm a minute 30 left in the second round.
We just finished the second round.
Second round just ended just now.
I thought
I think
Claudia stole the first round, and then
Yeah.
I'm not sure where this one's at right now.
It's all these fights have been close so far tonight, or at least these last couple.
They've been competitive. That's for sure.
Like some of
Man,
these people need
Angela had just a little more pop in her shot. She's got really good movement. She's got constantly active. She makes the other girl look slow, but she doesn't hurt them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She put it down once
Did she?
in that round. I thought it was like way before a minute left.
It was like, yeah, a minute into the round. It
Oh,
looked
my-
kind of like a slip.
She caught her at an angle.
Yeah. Like,
She
I
caught
think
her
she's
at
getting
an
that
angle.
lockdown.
like a pivot.
So she
She
cracked
looked
it. She's putting her foot down. She missed the ground. Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, she got Ricardo Almeida in her
Oh yeah,
corner.
she got
Yeah.
dropped.
Front kick's nice.
She got
Got her
dropped.
moving, and then when she got hit, she just lost where the ground was.
The camera angle was hard to see the first where it was.
It's weird. It's one of those things where it's like you watch enough fights or you've been in enough fights, you see way more.
I saw Ricardo Almeida in one of their corners. You guys remember when he did that jumping guillotine on somebody in the UFC, and they did a front flip, meaning Almeida did a back flip when he did that flying guillotine, and he landed in mount and tapped that dude out. That was so dope.
I remember that.
I forget that guy's name, but I remember that. Yeah.
Can we bring
That
that,
was
up?
sick.
Him too. He was like one of those OGs back in the day who was a fucking stud, Almeida.
He was ADCC champ, I think.
Yeah, and he came into UFC as like the Pancrase champion.
Yeah.
Correct. He was Pancrase champ.
Didn't he just beat Nate Marquardt or some shit?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yep. The king of Pancrase, the longtime king of Pancrase.
Yep. Nate Marquardt was the longest king of Pancrase champ of all time, and Almeida dethroned his ass.
That belt is so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
It is awesome, belt.
And then remember, Almeida was on a streak. He was about to get into title contention, and Matt Hughes put him to sleep with a fucking headlock.
I fought
Yep.
Marquardt before he got on the sauce.
You fought who?
Marquardt.
Marquardt.
Yeah, 99 before he got all juiced up.
He looked way different.
He looked like
Before he was yoked out of his fucking face.
How'd
Marquardt.
that
I
fight
used
go?
to get like the Fighters Only magazine or one of those early magazines. That's how I knew of Marquardt back in the day. Like,
Wait, yeah, how'd that fight go, Eves?
he won by heel hook. We were
Heel hook.
both in a leg lock situation. He got it.
One of my favorite clips on Menace and the Man was when we had you on, Eves, like our first video episode, and we were talking about the Jeremy Stevens fight, and Menace brought up that time when you guys were running sprints on the boardwalk in Long Beach.
Yeah.
And you like obviously aren't a runner, so he like lapped you or whatever on the sprints, and then he's like, I went back to the apartment, I took a shower, and then Eves comes running up. So you were like 20 minutes behind him, and then you were like, yo, how'd that cardio work out for you when you fought Jeremy?
I got beat by Jeremy.
I got payback for you, Cole. Don't worry about
Yeah, dude, I loved it. I loved it.
Eves is up until last weekend. Eves was the only person to put him out.
Yeah, I know.
Jose put him down too.
Who? Well, body shot.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
me
that's
Steve, huh?
yeah, that's still out. That's still out. But you
Yours
put
was
him like
an elbow, right, Eve?
The right hook and an elbow, yeah.
well.
Right
Then
hook
even
and elbow, yeah.
That's the
when we-
kryptonite for him. The elbow.
so we had Jeremy on the show, and Dennis said he's like, that's the only time I've ever been out. He's like, I've been TKO'd. That was the only time I was out.
Yeah.
Is when Jeremy hit him. And then they said, he's like, my example of that is he was in the back and he's like, yo, they didn't even take blood from me. And our coach was like, yo, they didn't even drug test me. And then Dennis was like, or the coach was like, Dennis said, they didn't even drug test me. And then our coach was like, yo, they took blood. You don't remember that? He was like, oh, no, I don't remember that. And then Jeremy was like, after Eves knocked him out, he was in the back and they were like, yo, do you know who the president is? And the president was Obama. But Jeremy kept going, it's fucking George Bush. George Bush is the president, bro. And then they were like, all right, we got to send him to the hospital. And then when he went to the hospital, he was like, what did I do? I said, George Bush is the president. And everyone kept telling him, Obama's the president. So you knocked him back a few years.
Oh, that's funny.
I've only been put out once. Efren Escudero.
How much time did you lose?
Like 5 seconds.
Shit, I lost like 20 minutes.
I've been out once with a choke.
Did you lose time though, Squid?
Yeah.
From a choke?
I lost probably like 15 seconds, 15, 20
Like,
seconds.
you mean you were out for 15 seconds or you were conscious and you don't remember anything?
I didn't remember how he caught me in the choke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But again, I remember he had the choke and I tried to get out and that was the last thing I remember. I was like, huh.
Yeah, the losing time is like shit happened and you don't remember that shit happening.
Bro,
but it's like your body's walking around doing shit.
I always lose like 5 minutes. I think I always lose like a long time. Last time I woke up in the started making sense in the ambulance on the way there, and they were like pulled out a neck brace and they're like, sure, we're gonna have to put a neck brace on you. I'm like, why? It's my fucking arm that's broken. He's like, yeah, we just keep complaining and like talking in circles and saying things that don't make any sense. And I'm like, whatever. He put the neck brace on, and I was like, I think he had tried to start an IV and like missed, and I started making fun of him for how you kept like, you're giving me shit and you do this all day long and you still can't hit me with a fucking needle. And he's like, all right, I guess you're okay, and like took the neck brace back on.
Does it help when you see the footage of the fight to like kind of paint the picture again, right?
Because like when I fought Stout, like I don't remember anything. I remember being on top in his butterfly guard, and that's the last thing I remember. And then
when you see it on the Jumbotron,
like I don't know.
No, you don't remember it till you're backstage or the next day.
Thing I remember, bro, check it out, Squid. I was back there. My ex-wife was back there, so it was Woodley, my boy Lynn Oding, and my ex-wife. They brought her back because I guess because of the concern. And I'm saying something. I'm talking to Woodley, and then my consciousness comes back to me. I'm like talking to him, and I'm like, what is she doing back here? And then I was like, I asked Tyron, I was like, so what happened? He's like, did I fight? And he's like, yeah. I was like, what happened? And he was like, got knocked out. I was like, fuck, I got knocked out by that guy? Because he had no knockouts in the UFC at that point. Hands of Stone had no knockouts at that point.
Yeah, it was weird because he was really a good striker, but he had not knocked out anybody. He'd been in some wars, some incredible wars, but never knocked anybody out.
Yep. And I was devastated. But like Stitch said, we had a conversation on my walk back. I still to this day I don't remember that. I saw him later that night. He was like, "You're okay. Remember we talked when you were walking?" I was like, "I don't remember that. I still don't."
There's lots of stuff I've lost from concussions, but I've only been knocked out one time, and the only thing I lost was like 15 seconds from the time I got hit to the time I woke up.
Sleeping.
Yeah, I got knocked out. I've been knocked out way more than that. I think I've been knocked out 4 or 5 times.
I've been concussed many times.
I don't feel like I've ever been concussed though. Like
Even
I never had like headaches or felt weird afterwards.
It's
like
different.
right
it's different levels of it, I guess. Because even like Menace wasn't knocked out cold. He jumped up and protested the stoppage, but he was not there mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's instinct, I think.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like knocked out and you just don't. You're not like when Cowboy got knocked out by Gaethje, he like went to one knee and was completely unaware that Gaethje had hit him 8 more times, and then stood up like, "Why'd you stop the fight?" and had like show him like, "Look, you were fucking not there." He had no clue.
You guys know how like soccer players' instinct is to like fake their injury. The MMA fighter's instinct is to immediately protest the call.
Right.
Grab the referee's leg and do a single.
Well, that's a great analogy though. Like you look at like basketball players, they get poked or they get touched and they jump back. MMA fighters are like, "Nah, I'm good." It's like, no, you almost died.
Even an unconscious MMA fighter is protesting the call already.
For sure.
I'm good, I promise
Sure.
you.
Bro, even look at Dominic Cruz versus Cejudo. Dominic Cruz is like, "Yo, that guy was smoking cigarettes and drinking. He don't know what he was doing."
Remember with Zab Judah and I think it was Mayweather and Zab Judah, he like fucking drops him and Zab Judah stands back up and is like, while he's like doing the chicken dance, walking across the ring, falling, he's telling the ref, "I didn't get dropped. I didn't get dropped."
That was Kostya he was fighting.
Yeah, Kostya.
And then he tried to choke the referee after the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Zab Judah trained at ATT for one of his fights. I can't remember who he trained for, but it was incredible to watch him spar.
Bro, he's from the hood.
Great.
The hood. Like one night we were sitting there. So I forget the guy's name, but the last guy that beat him, he actually crazy shit. He has like a brain bleed right now, so they won't license him to fight. But the guy who beat him was fighting, and he was managed by like Star Boxing. So one night we're in the studio, and my friend's there who's from Star Boxing. All of a sudden he gets a phone call. He's like, "Yo, it's Zab Judah." He answers the phone, and Zab Judah you hear Zab Judah talking shit. Zab Judah's like, "Yo, you tell that motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't handle this, I'm fucking you up. I'm fucking you up." So my boy hangs up the phone. He's like, "Yo, Zab Judah just said he's fucking me up if I don't handle this shit." You don't play games, Zab Judah.
No games.
27-0 to start his career.
So Cole, what was like watching spar? Is just fucking murdering people or what?
No, it was actually really technical and really professional. Like every single round, he had like a goal that his trainer wanted him to work on, and he was working his partners over, but he wasn't like fucking them up. He was like really precise in keeping them in the game. It was really awesome to see.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. That's right.
Well, yeah, Zab's as seasoned as it comes. Like you guys know, being fighters and Joe being a kickboxing guy, Cole being an MMA fighter, like we're behind on boxing. So boxing, you have hundreds of amateur fights, at least even 50 to 100 to 300 before you go pro. MMA, it's like a handful. Kickboxing, it's maybe 10 before you go pro.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had like 20. I think I was 23-1 as an amateur, but totally like De La Hoya had like 400 amateur fights.
Yep.
Yeah. It's insane.
But I think that just MMA and in general, we're just way behind. Like what Cole's talking about, where he was sticking to a game plan. Like where in MMA, a guy throws a jab and it's like a decent jab, whereas a high-level boxer throws a jab until it's absolutely fucking perfect 4 different ways, like very, very, very precise, you know. So like to watch a guy like that work on like a game plan, and it's just, I get what Cole's saying. It's really, really fucking impressive.
And defensively, he was so polished, and nobody ever hit that guy.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's defensive master. I love watching him fight.
Yeah, no, Zab's from New York. I know.
Philly.
No, New York.
Nah, he's a Brooklyn guy.
And even
Leeson's gym and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Squid, you know Derek Panza, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he used to train at Derek Panza's gym, and his dad was a coach at Derek. His dad trained Derek Panza.
Yeah, his dad's one of the best boxing coaches in the area.
Yeah, my boy, his dad used to be the matchmaker for like the Bella and fucking Cedric Kushner. So I've known Zab in passing for years, and he's like the nicest guy in the world. But when that switch flips, he's taking you to Brownsville. He's taking you to the ghetto.
For sure. Yeah, I hung out with him at a club in LA a couple times. She was always real cool. I didn't get like that vibe from him at all. He's chill dude.
No, and like Cole was
But
saying, he knows what he's doing. He's a professional.
But
Dude, master. He's so smart.
master.
Yeah.
Won 12 rounds with Mayweather.
And it's like
I lost most of the
He,
rounds.
he lost all the rounds, or he won
Well, I think he
one.
might have won one.
Yeah, it was 11-1.
But it's like if you grew up in a life of discipline, because it takes discipline to be a professional fighter, but you're also from the hood, you're going to have that yin and yang. So he was
100%.
disciplined.
There's that combo that Mayweather has where he hits the body like 5 or 6 times in that fight, like just completely fakes out Judah. Where is that?
Well, Mayweather had like that Khabib thing to where he got hit clean so little that the few times he did are like of note. So Zab Judah is one of the few people that caught him at all.
Yeah.
There's a combination. It's one of the.
All right. Y'all, I'm gonna tune into this fight with my lady solo.
All right, Cole, you're the man. Thank you for the time.
Good talking to y'all. Eve, love you, brother.
He's gone.
All right, brother. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Is the main event already?
This is it.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on.
You guys got on this one.
Gotta go over him, right? The Reem.
I'm gonna go Walt Harris.
I want Walt to win this fight.
Man, I really like Overeem, but yeah, I kind of want Walt to win this.
I want Walt to win, but Overeem it's hard to root against Overeem, even though he does lose quite a bit.
No, it's not. It's fucking easy to root against Overeem.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Where Squid, you're so behind on these shots fired. Me and Joe are just about to start making the noises.
Come on, do.
I purposely stick on delay. It's always gonna be slightly delayed. It's always gonna be 5-6 seconds delayed. I got some other good ones. I got if someone tells a good joke. Got some good laughter. Got
Yo, what are our options here? What else do we got?
Okay. We got like the DJ noise. We got
That might work for shots.
We got the classic. I got if you tell a joke, another one. That one.
So Squid, how do you get all these sound effects?
I have hundreds of sound effects.
What do you download them and
Yeah.
put them up to keys?
Yep.
Okay.
Put up the keys.
Are those on your computer?
Also cheers and stuff. We can crowd. We got our theme song. Me and the Thugjitsu Master and Squid theme song. I don't know if you've heard this, Joe. Very short.
Thugjitsu Master and Squid.
Thugjitsu Master and
Thugjitsu Master and Squid.
Thugjitsu Master and Squid. We're gonna put some lyrics to it, but
It's got lyrics. They're very simple lyrics. It's just the name of the show.
Yeah, that's a big hit. I think you guys are onto something there.
Download it on
I
iTunes.
grabbed two of my coworkers and friends. I was like, "Hey, can you just say Thugjitsu Master and Squid into the microphone and then leave? Get the fuck out of here."
You get that shit on iTunes.
Yeah, they make it a ringtone. 99 cents we could be charging for that thing.
Yeah.
You want to freestyle to that beat, Mr. Eve Edwards?
Yeah, Eve, do you freestyle at all?
I haven't freestyled in years, man. I don't do that no more.
I feel like you might have busted a flow to me before in my car at one point. I feel like you had it memorized.
You're like, "Yo, Joe, listen to this."
I think yeah. I feel like that happened at one point. It was like his go-to little flow. I feel like he had.
I'm pretty dope.
I'm making that up.
He does. He's done to me like twice. So
I got some flows, man.
I feel like now is a great time for that. You're wearing your purple do-rag. You know what I mean?
Got some.
No, I'm wearing my gold do-rag. You missed out.
Oh, we changed it up.
We got beats here.
Right.
You got this beat. Let me see what we got here.
Yeah.
This is more of a Thuglicious beat.
I can't flow right now, man. That ain't happening.
Right, Eves, you rap?
Choke.
Do it, fucking. Let's see. Let's see. We got some. Oh, throwback might be.
Have you guys seen any of those rap battles they're doing on Instagram?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I haven't seen any, but I heard there's some big ones.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, there's been a few.
I see like Snoop will be like promoting it or whatever, but I think it's like, man, what was the one I saw the other day I wanted to see?
There's like an app that they're doing it through, some like service.
Is that what it is? You got to pay.
Yeah, DJ Paul of 3-6 Mafia is going against someone from Cypress Hill.
Yeah, dope.
They're doing like random rappers against each other and just a battle. I guess someone just plays beats and they just go back and forth.
That's tight.
I ain't mad at
So
that.
you're not rapping? Or-
Huh? I don't know. I got no lyrics. I can't even think of any lyrics right now. I literally can't.
You play Call of Duty Warzone, Joe?
No,
You're not a video game guy, right?
no, not really. My kids play games all the time. I'm just not really into it. They're big on Fortnite right now, and what's the other game they're playing?
You're just like painting and smoking weed.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
Little
Joe.
training,
Do
little
a little running every day, do a little lifting, and then Aspen, painting, smoking weed.
Good. After quarantine, I'll come check out the gym. I'm new to downtown, but I think you're pretty close to, right?
Yeah, you moved downtown?
Yeah. I'm in the fashion. I'm at 8th in Los Angeles.
8th in Los Angeles. Okay. Dope.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I'm like 5 minutes, 10 minutes away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm like just outside of Chinatown in Lincoln Heights. Like
super close.
where the 1 and the 5 meet. I'm literally right there.
Wait, that's where you live now? You're not where? You're not.
No, the gym.
I was there
Okay.
once or twice when we were working with you and Mickey before.
Yeah.
Yep.
You painted what, a new coat, or like you changed what it looks like inside?
I painted a couple walls that were dingy old white, black, but most I just repainted what was dingy old white. Okay. And then
to that brown color.
Yeah, like 8 years after you fucking painted white, it looks yellow. So
Sure
did
does.
that, and then put all the mats on the wall. I had in the MMA area, like started, put the cage up, and then like didn't quite finish it, so we got that all finished, and then put up some more bag racks. So it should be tight.
That matted area still over in that side? Or you got
What's
rid
that?
of it? You still have that matted area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the wrestling mat, and then now I have all the mats along the wall, so it's like all finished.
Okay.
Nice, yeah. Before it was like half done, so it's good though.
Once this quarantine stuff ends, I want to get back into some training.
Well, what's the deal with LA? When are they reopening? Or California? Never, right?
Yeah, they just changed it to never.
Yeah, they just came out and said never and just walked away from the podium and called it a day. Yeah, we ain't opening. All right, cool. All right.
Yeah, man. I think people are gonna start just doing what they want.
Which is crazy because they're like, they're about to open.
Machado shared some shit like he shared it for like a hot second. It's like California business mass reopening, defy the government the government's demands. It was up for like a second, and then he took it down.
Who put that up?
Egan Machado.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of that going around.
Yeah, that's fucking.
That's what Orange County and San Diego did the same thing, and they're getting what they want. It's just ridiculous. Think of how many people's businesses are like going out of business, like straight up going out of business.
Yeah.
Not gonna.
There's like big restaurants in LA that are just gone. Like that place, Soup Plantation, is just gone.
Well, like the best, everyone's speaking on it. The best thing I saw was, you guys know the guy from Barstool Sports?
Yeah. Oh, it was fucking brilliant. I agree
Yeah,
with every word he said.
that was brilliant what he said.
Yeah.
He said basically, he's like, if my choice is start my life over and start my business over or risk catching Corona, give me fucking Corona. I'm going outside,
Yeah. It's like, these people, like, he said it in the thing, which is perfect. Like, maybe you spend a year, maybe you spend 5 years, maybe you spend 10 years, maybe you spend 2 decades building a business from scratch, and then now you're going to go under, or you can fucking open.
Yeah, but here's the thing that like really throws me about this. It seems like the issue of the economy has only been a really big issue with the coronavirus in America. Like, it's like, because like all these other places where where the government backed up their people, that's not the issue. Like it's a concern for everybody, but like that seems to be the biggest problem in America, and it's like I don't understand that.
Yep.
Well, then, and it's like I get that it's dangerous, and people are dying from it, especially like older people or whatnot. But it's like the same numbers of people that die from the flu or close to it. Like I've never been afraid of dying from the flu. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna run my business into the ground and go out of business, and I'll be able to take care of my kids and my family because I might catch the fucking flu. Like that's just silly to me, you know? And it was like flatten the curve was the whole thing. Now we flattened the curve. Now you're just fucking up the businesses. It's just, I don't know. It's bad. It's just a bad situation.
But I do, on the flip side of that, I do get that if all of a sudden we open back up and there is no cure, then we're in the same boat. But fuck it, you know, if we see the statistics at this point, it's only killing like 0.001% of people.
Yeah, and like fuck, when did we like the dude said in the bar stool? I mean, everything he said in there, I agree with 100%. But like, since when was it find the fucking cure? We've been having immune systems and getting diseases for hundreds and hundreds of years. Everybody gets it and you move on from it. But now it's like we have to find the cure. We don't have the cure for AIDS or cancer. Like, you know, we're just gonna stay inside forever. Fuck that.
No, my thing with this concern is like the people who it matters to, the people who it can affect, like
yes,
the
they should stay inside.
You know, little people, like, and like that's for me. I'm like, for those people that are in my life, that's who I'm gonna do it for.
Yeah,
right.
Like I get it, but like when you have people, when you have the world in a situation where nobody can go to work and people can't get shit done, and you need money to live, but there's no way to go and get money, right? Then there's something wrong with that. There has to be something. And if everybody's paying taxes and doing this shit to back, like, how are these big companies getting stimulus checks and the people starving?
Bro,
You know?
even why are they bailing out banks or airlines? Like, I hate fucking airlines.
Airlines have made money every year for like
every year. What'd you do with that money?
It's been like 18 years since the last recession, or 10 years, 12 years, whatever the fuck it was. Those airlines and those banks have been making trillions of dollars in profits every single fucking year since. And like the small business and the average person is supposed to save for a rainy day, but the fucking the airline company needs a bailout. You guys can still, nobody closed you. You're still allowed to fucking fly. Your flights are cheap. What's the fucking problem? That shit's insane to me.
They need to put that shit to a vote. Should we bail out the airlines? And it'll be like 99% to 1. No.
Exactly.
Bro,
like,
you know what else I was thinking?
Money.
You know what else I was thinking? If you're not affected whatsoever by the stay-at-home order, you shouldn't be able to say who. Like you don't get a vote in this shit. And like the government, they're getting paid the same wage. They're not, you know, they're not fucking out of work. They're not losing anything, but they're the ones who are like, you know what, we should just keep this going another 3 months. Like if you're not affected by it, you don't get to say so.
Correct.
You know
They're all still getting paychecks.
That's
Nancy Pelosi and all these. Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm affected by this thing in many ways.
Shit. Will Harris isn't playing games.
Yes. Hold on. Don't spoil it for Joe. Don't spoil it for Joe.
Yeah. They just touched gloves. Don't ruin it for me.
Nice.
Is the fight over?
No, it's still happening.
Damn, why is this so delayed?
If we get to another round, we can
nice.
We can pause.
Wait, should we pause it right now and catch up to Joe?
I'm at 450 first round.
No, he's way too far behind. He's a minute and a half behind.
I'm at 307.
You can talk about coronavirus for a minute 30.
Yeah, well, I paused mine.
Attaboy.
I paused
Appreciate
it.
you.
I paused it.
No, Squid, it's cool, bro. You want to watch it, man? It's cool. It's not.
Oh,
I'm at 303. So, Joe, tell me when you get to around 305, 303.
All right, I'm at 426.
And even that, imagine that, Joe. And even Eves, you're down with the cannabis as well. And I know Squid is. The whole month of 420 was ruined.
I got super high, I think.
I know, but like
The whole year of 2020 was ruined.
What are you smoking with the boys?
420 was fun. I smoked with I played video games while I smoked weed.
Yeah, you didn't smoke with your boys though. Think of all the joint and blunt sessions you missed because of fucking the government.
I didn't miss any because
I didn't miss any.
I didn't miss any. Yeah. I still had them, and I don't usually. I go to work and I come home, and that's like my life. Yeah, I smoke weed, and on the weekend I smoke weed with some friends. But if I don't, I'm still smoking weed with myself.
Well, they killed it for me.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm in California.
Wait, where do you work at? You still working?
I work at Pluto TV, the streaming service. That's
Where you at, Joe?
I oversee all of our fight channels, and
I'm at 324.
All right, we're close.
All right, another 20 seconds.
Tell me when you're at 245 because I stopped.
Holy shit, Walt Harris.
Eve, rewind 20 seconds. Or
315.
I don't want to mess with it. I just catch up.
Oh, so here, Squid.
310,
Squid.
309.
Squid, let's go to 245.
7,
We'll just
6,
follow with Joe and Eve will wait.
4, 3, 2, 3 minutes.
All right, Eve's still waiting.
Tell me when. 47.
47. 251.
I'm at 251 now.
247, 246, 45, 44.
All right.
There we go.
Thanks, guys. We're on the same page. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the fight for you.
Wow, the Overeem just got that control, and now he's making a comeback here.
Yeah, this is halfway through. And he has the better ground, I think.
Oh, fucking bloody.
Way better ground, and I think maybe Walt Harris, granted, all the shit that's happened, he might be fighting on emotion right now.
Pre-juice Overeem was very slick. Remember pre-juice Overeem and Pride? He was like the skinny guy.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was the skinny, lean guy.
But he's always had a very high level guillotine.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the best guillotines.
It got more when he started eating shark meat and horse meat. That's when it got real strong. The hold of your neck, you're done.
How many years of high level experience is Overeem?
20.
Like 20 years.
I think 20
for the crop.
Probably made his Pride debut about 20 years ago.
Wow.
Like that's something I said to my brother-in-law before because he was thinking where he should put his money. And I was like, Overeem's almost been knocked out as many times as Walt Harris has fights.
Yeah, he fought in rings. He fought on It's Showtime in 1999. That's when I put him.
Walt's got to engage his hips, man. He's
1999. But yeah, 20 years.
Going belly down. You can't. You just the way Overeem has that position, he can't necessarily.
Yeah, that's a bad spot.
That's a horrible spot. Where he's got that leg cross underneath.
Yeah.
He should
Walt isn't fighting with his hips at all. He's got to do something to create some space in there.
I was gonna say he's just accept half guard, but he's got that seatbelt grip.
Yeah, he got his arm back, and he let him go back to it. You can't let him go back to that shit.
Yeah.
You have to recognize that you got a freedom.
You got to go onto your back right there.
Now he does, right? And I mean, as soon as he let go of that seatbelt, he should have went to his back.
You can't turn over. You can't face down no matter what. The way Overeem has his leg position, you can't stand up.
You want to talk about a fucking miserable position to be in? That's it.
All right, now Brock Lesnar
go to your back and turn in, Walt.
Yeah, he doesn't want to.
You got to fight for that right arm.
Worst position, and there you go. That's what he had to do.
Yeah, he got his back up in the fence.
It's like when Brock does that thing where he puts his arm behind your head and his fist like in your armpit.
Yeah,
wedged
bro,
up.
that's a tough position.
Similar, just it keeps you wedged in one spot.
But like that armpit, that's like you can't get out of that position.
They're similar.
Oh.
You're really vulnerable.
All right, Walt Harris is still in this.
Ooh.
I think he might be tired.
Oh, for sure.
That's like the worst when commentators say the worst things.
Was the struggle of getting back to your feet right at the end of the round worth it, or should you have stayed there and just fucking relaxed and caught a try to catch? I mean, was it worth the struggle of getting up just for the bell ring?
No,
just sit on the ground and be like, "Come work on me."
The first thing
ice and water.
Fight that arm free and fight for that right hand underhook, and then he takes away all of the punching from that arm.
I think that Overeem was sitting on his hip or blocking his hip where he couldn't go back He was struggling to get back flat against the fence.
Is that a 9-9 round? Can you make that a draw? Because it Overeem was fucking cooked.
You see what I'm saying right there? He's got his that was a different spot. Right there. He has like his hip lock.
Yeah. See, he's got to punch that arm that's down, that low arm. He's got to punch that through and drop his back to the mat.
Yeah. But I think that he's like stuck on Overeem sitting on his hip or I don't know.
But yeah, but that's he's blocking it only one direction.
Right.
He's blocking both ways.
What times are you guys at? Just so I can get a
4:52.
Perfect. I'm right there too.
Yeah.
And Wall looks pretty recovered.
How do you score? That's such a hard round to score when both guys almost got 10-8'd. It's like
right.
Tough.
I think Overeem probably steals the round with that one.
Overeem, because he finished in a dominant position. So if that round were to continue for the rest of our lives, I figured he would be the man who would kill him.
If that one continued forever, I would change the channel for sure. I would change the channel much faster.
Squid, what are you drinking there?
Italian classic
Modelo.
Peroni.
Freaking Modelo.
Italian classic.
We're brought to you by Modelo.
Cheers, Squid.
Cheers. Hit my work computer.
I'm drinking a Great
drinking
South
ice
Bay.
cold, delicious American Bud Light.
Oh, I wish I had Bud Lights too.
Cheers, Joe Schilling.
These are a little heavy.
Cheers, boys.
I got some water.
Cheers, Eves. You can cheers water. It's not bad luck for Eves Edwards.
Yeah, you can choose. Choose whatever you want.
Come on, Eve. Spit us a flow. Spit that fire, Eve. That hot fire. Come on. I know you got one just ready to go. You keep thinking about saying it, and you just let it rip, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Oh, that might be it. Nope.
Get up, Walt. Come on.
Freestyle the commentating.
You can't let it. You can't sit there.
You can't just cover up like that.
He's got to turn in. He's got to turn his right
cover up.
shoulder
You
back.
got to do more.
The mount, but he's got to get up.
Sit
Like, you can't just hang out here, man.
Now, if you're Overeem, do you just start fucking wailing on him there and finish the fight, or you just
like those?
Yeah,
I would just fucking finish it right there.
Empty the gas tank and try to finish it there. He's not defending properly.
Now he's gonna do it. See what's
Now,
happening?
for sure, I would.
I think Walt's out, but like I think he might have gassed himself in that first round. Like you said, he's fighting on emotion. And like he's not gonna quit, but I don't think he has that much fight in him right now.
You could stop this fight.
Yeah, Overeem goes hard 5 times. They have to stop the fight.
No, you just stop it right now. What's he doing?
I mean, maybe is he saying anything to the ref? Like, yo, I'm good.
Maybe.
Yeah, but you can say
Like,
that shit,
you
but
gotta do something.
if you're not properly defend, that's not properly defense. No one teaches that in self-defense class.
Yeah, that's looked like Alistair didn't want to hurt him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I think he's tired. I think he blew his wad in the first.
I thought he had Overeem finished.
Well, yeah. That end of that first round was that'd zap you.
Yeah, and plus, I mean, he poured it on. Like when you think you can finish a guy and you pour it on, he was holding his breath.
I love the UFC app. They do like it's like colors, like a video game. Like Walt Harris is all red, like his head.
That's where he took so many shots.
Yeah.
And so what? Eves. Oh, I didn't see that head kick.
That was the beginning of this round.
Yeah. Got to follow that. They should have stopped it right there. It's like,
when he was covered up and he's standing over him like that.
Yeah, that's just done.
It's like a kill shot.
And this uppercut right here. Oh, you stop that right there, Mergulata. Come on, the guy's in fetal position. Just call
All
it.
right, now that I could see the referee that was in there, that's why he was letting that go so long, because they were punches, they weren't hard,
Right. It looked like Overeem didn't want to hurt him, but he wanted the ref to stop it.
Probably didn't. This is similar to I remember hearing it like
back over his eye.
I remember hearing it about Brian Stan. Like nobody wanted to fight Brian Stan because if you beat Brian Stan, you beat the All-American fucking military guy. Like nobody wanted to fight Walt Harris right now because of what he's been through.
Nobody, yeah. And no refs giving him an early stoppage after that either,
Yeah, like it's a little outside factors come in.
Right. You can see that.
That's just tough.
Like I remember seeing that with Ben, like I said, Brian Stan, and think of who he was. He was well-spoken. He was the UFC commentator. He was the fucking all-American military vet. Nobody wanted to knock Brian Stan.
I don't mind knocking out like a all-American guy if you're fighting him, but like,
yeah, I got no problem knocking out Brian.
This is a little different. If I had the chance,
your daughter gets murdered, it's a little different.
I'm taking the shot. I'm not.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but it's somewhat similar.
Like Khabib, maybe if Khabib's father's in a rough spot. If Khabib's father doesn't make it through this, then who wants to fight Khabib? Like it's kind of a.
Bro, did you see?
You think it's different though with Khabib? It's like they don't want to fight Khabib because now Khabib is like even more driven.
Yeah, he's gonna hurt you. Yeah, he's gonna really hurt you.
Did you see Conor McGregor's tweet and delete?
No.
I saw something where he was wishing him well or wishing his dad the best.
Well, no. Initially, he posted when Dana White posted like, "Yo, Khabib's dad's sick and my prayers are with him." Conor McGregor wrote, "Little rat in his bloodline had it coming."
Oh.
And then he deleted it immediately. But the internet's undefeated. They screenshot that shit.
Wow.
That's fucked up. Because
fucked up.
then also he tweeted something else about like support, and that's like bullshit.
Yeah, I just saw Connor's write his thing about like the guy who said, prayers to his family or just whatever. It said that his dad had made or created multiple world champions and was a brilliant mind in martial arts or something.
Conor gets on that proper 12. Like you saw right after UFC 249, he was like, "I'll knock Gaethje the fuck out." Like he started tweeting some shit about Gaethje.
Is it the proper 12 or the cocaine that's getting it?
That combination, whiskey and cocaine.
Right.
That's a
can't have one without the other, I guess.
That's gorilla fuel right there.
Can't be doing that shit during quarantine, right? What the fuck? Proper 12 and cocaine.
Bro, you saw Andre Harrison having a party before. I'm sure Conor McGregor's partying.
It's his birthday.
Bro, even Eves and Squid. You guys remember Gray Maynard? Gray Maynard had like 30 people at his house the other week.
The other day?
Yeah. We were watching for UFC 249. He had a party.
Oh yeah,
Good.
I got friends in Palm Springs right now that have like 30 people at a pool party. I'm like,
bro, in New York
I'm like, what are you guys doing?
They've thrown New York back right now. Like the city, there's speakeasies in the city now.
I'm not even fucking really that against it, to be honest with you.
No, I'm not either.
I got no problem with it. Fucking go for it.
I think it's fucking awesome. I want to take a train into the city and go to a speakeasy at this point.
Hell yeah. Get back to the world.
You'll stay away from your sick families and your people that are but
hey, don't fucking go see your grandma. Don't fucking play with little kids. Stay away. And live.
I got people who can't get sick, so I'm not. That's why I'm like,
right.
I'm
Yeah.
But like,
it's not the end of the world.
I can't take any chances.
But like this concept that like you can't, like you can go to Home Depot and you can go to Lowe's and the line is around the corner, so they have hundreds of people that go in and out of there a day. But a small business that has 20 people in a day can't run.
Yeah,
whatever.
I've seen those memes of like, man, it's so good that this virus only spreads at small businesses, doesn't spread at Walmart, Home Depot.
Right.
This is something.
And you know who doesn't get the bailouts? All those small businesses, like fucking.
Whole Foods got a line around the corner.
I'm trying to figure out, like, when they start talking about vaccines too, and things like that too. I'm trying to figure out, like, if the vaccine works, how does somebody who takes the vaccine get sick from somebody who doesn't?
Right.
Well, the vaccine is going to be like the flu. The flu vaccine is like, I think 50% of the time it works or something like that. Maybe even less.
Yeah, but like, what are the side effects of all these vaccines?
You know what? 50%. Hey, every day, hold on, Stan. Every day, right? There's a 50-50 chance that I'm going to die or I'm going to live.
Yes, exactly.
So, like, I like, yeah, there ain't no mandatory vaccine.
So for all we know, the flu vaccine doesn't even work. and someone's
I don't do flu vaccines. I never have.
I don't do it either, but I'm saying someone might go with that logic. Like, does it work? Yes or no? 50-50. You got a 50-50 chance.
I'm just getting into the mask game. I'm just gonna wear a mask always, be like ninja dude.
Bro, the mask doesn't work though. They've proven the mask doesn't work. It's like microparticles floating through the air.
You know where I think the
Everyone's
mask
got their
doesn't
new
work?
shit that they say every week. Like some new. Everyone knows the new thing. Like
No, well, even that's what,
You know
right
why
now,
I think the mask doesn't work is how many times a day do you really touch your face that much? And then you put that mask on, you're touching your face all fucking day long, moving that thing, you know? I think that's where the mask falls off.
Everywhere I go, gloves and a mask. I got more gloves. I'm that guy.
they had the attorney, they had Dr. Fauci, who's considered like the top doctor right now, and the attorney general, who on paper is the top doctor in the United States. They both said the masks are not effective against contracting COVID-19. It's the CDC that's saying masks are a necessity.
You know what's weird to me? I find really weird that with all of this shit going on, the three people that I see most are Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, and fucking Bill Gates. And I don't understand why any of the three of them are like pulverizing in the news about what they think medically we should do. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I mean, I'm not happy with any of the other people that we did vote for either, but we definitely didn't vote for these fucking assholes. Mark Zuckerberg made Facebook so his college buddies could get laid. Where does he fall in line on this shit?
Yeah, he's an expert now on diseases.
Yeah, you have enough money, you become like
You're an expert on like things.
I
and
saw
like
another.
you get a doctorate degree, like they give like
They give it
basketball players like honorary degrees and shit. Like you just make enough money, you become an honorary fucking world doctor.
Yo, you ever seen Idiocracy?
Doctorate. Come on.
You ever seen any what?
Idiocracy?
The movie?
Where they're drinking Gatorade and shit or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say. Yeah, I don't know if you haven't seen it in a while. Get really high and watch that again.
Okay. Deal.
But you gotta watch. You gotta watch like Google some or YouTube some videos of like the 80 mile per hour question, and or watch like the news a little bit, and then watch that movie because
80 mile an hour question.
So there's an 80 mile an hour question. People ask somebody, if you're going 80 miles an hour, how far do you go in an hour? And there are people who can't answer that question.
Really?
Yeah, they're like 8 miles an hour. They go 80 miles an hour. Like if you drive 80 miles an hour for 1 mile, how far did you go? 80 miles an hour. Like they just can't figure it out. They can't answer the question. Like not everybody, but you'd be surprised at how many. Like if there's one video on the internet of somebody who's high school age that can't answer that question, there's a problem.
Hard question.
That's hard. I'm like wondering what the question.
So we all know the answer. What just say it. Just say it because we all know it.
Yeah, we already know what the answer is.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you all this question. If you're going 80 miles an hour, how far do you go in an hour when you're driving?
80 miles.
Okay. So like there are people who can't answer that question.
Oh, I think we're saying how far do you go in a mile or something?
Yeah, in a minute or something.
In a minute.
How far do you go in an hour?
Then I gotta do like 80 divided like 60, then 1 minute. Like I gotta figure out how far you go per minute. It's the whole thing.
So was that was probably fight of the night though, right there. Walt Harris versus Overeem.
How far do you go in an
Yeah,
hour?
for sure.
Yeah, that's a one that someone really tried to finish a fight.
To take you to drive 80 miles.
No.
An hour.
Well, the answer is 80 miles an hour.
But it was literally 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Well, even the other funny meme I've seen is with Bill Gates. People are like, yo, motherfucker, you couldn't keep a virus off my computer for like 20 years. I don't give a fuck what you got to say about shit you don't know about.
Yeah, you couldn't stop Windows from getting viruses.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
You're going to save my life? You fucked my computer up.
That's a great point. He built the atmosphere there, you know. It's You can't get viruses there. How's he gonna do Earth? It's just been around way longer.
Well, my thing with Bill Gates is, you like, since when is it okay for like citizens to get a big, like a group and form their own network, right? They're like just like civilians to run like a war game scenario of what would happen if this virus was to like break out throughout the world, and then all of a sudden that same thing happens like fucking 6 months later. Like, how is that okay? Why is it okay? Well, since when is it okay for Elon Musk to just fly fucking rockets into space? When did that? How is that just okay?
When you start asking those questions, you got to start asking the question of, when was it okay for somebody to just take something that belongs to someone else, write some shit down on a piece of paper, and say this is the way it's going to be? You know what I mean? Like, like these places where they have this indigenous land and they want to run these pipelines to them, and they just tell the people they can't. They're just going to do it. They just take it. When does it become okay for the government to just come in your house? Like, they can just come in and take your house from you. They literally can do it. They have the power to do it, and they've done it to some people.
You guys, something funny that just happened on the internet, MMA related. So, you know, Dominic Cruz obviously thought his fight got stopped early. He just tweeted, "Somebody send this referee a gift basket."
Right. Yeah, he said that the ref smelled like alcohol and cigarettes.
Yeah, Keith Peterson. Yeah.
And he thought the fight was stopped early. I thought it was a legitimate stoppage. Close. But
With who? Dominic?
Dom versus Henry.
Yeah, it was legit, I think.
Yeah. Only person that's going to argue it are Dominic Cruz fans and his family. Any other MMA fans not going to.
In the moment,
Wasn't he shooting a single, or like wasn't it his defense that he was going for something at the same time that they stopped it?
Yeah, he was trying to stand up.
Yeah, he was trying to do like a wall, like back to the wall.
But even in the moment, it was like maybe that was close. But then when you rewatch it, he had 12 or 13 unanswered hard strikes to the head. Not arm punches, but Henry like starting back here and catching him.
How long can you let that go on for? I don't hate it.
Yeah,
I didn't hate it.
They did let that Tony Ferguson one went on for quite a while.
But even that one, that wasn't excessive strikes once the stoppage was imminent. It was Tony got hit with one good one and started like walking off a little bit.
Yeah, you look at I keep bringing up the Meldrick Taylor Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Look at Meldrick Taylor now. I can't speak a fucking word.
Yeah,
what's funny is Dom
guy threw a spoon.
Dom brought up how like backstage before the fight, I told him like, let me go, like, right? Didn't he say some shit like that?
That means something. It's like,
and I've done that with refs too, but it's like you feel like he feels like he made a deal with the ref, like you're gonna let me, like, you know, like somehow it's different.
My employers to stop the fights properly. I'm a referee, and I don't work.
Yeah, the referee, you don't even hear that when you're like, no, let me almost die in there. The referee's probably like, all right, I'm gonna still do what I think is best.
Not gonna do that, crazy dude. All right, you're not
yeah.
gonna die.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's a point where no matter what conversation you had before, there's a point where all right, there's nothing he can do except take this damage from continue.
Yeah,
so even that with the referee being there with no fans, the referee heard that knee. The referee heard those punches landing, like a little bit more than we did on TV.
Yeah,
maybe. But these guys have been doing these Ultimate Fighter fights and stuff. They've been doing the Dana White Contenders.
Bro, they have even the littlest more of a crowd for those Ultimate Fighters. They have the team yelling and shit.
Do you guys think it could have gone 5 more strikes and made it more clear, and everybody would have been fine with it? You know what I mean? Like, do you think Dominic deserves another 5 more? You know,
I mean,
do you think he would have made it to his feet and carried on a fight?
No, I don't think Dom was getting back to his feet and he's going to carry on. And Walt wasn't trying. Like, he was exhausted and he was getting pummeled. You know, it wasn't like he was fighting back. He was just protecting himself. He was just covering up. And that's when, like, yeah, you can let it go because he's not getting bombed on, and maybe he'll fight back because Overeem isn't like throwing the most powerful blows he can right now. But like, I think he could stop it earlier, but I'm not like, oh, he's the worst referee. It's not like I've seen a lot worse than that. You know?
Yeah, it's better when they're close than they go too far. or they were stopped early. So Dom Cruz versus Cejudo, that was close. It was very close to being right, very close to being like it was very close to being either way.
You can make an argument for it to let it continue, but I have no problem with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's very close either way.
It's the first fight back. You know?
If you're Dominic Cruz, are you mad about it?
Yeah,
Dominic Cruz is pissed.
Yeah, no, I mean if Eve was Dominic, would you feel the same way or not?
I mean, after I don't know. I feel like after watching it, I may recognize it. Like I could see how you could see me getting my ass kicked right there. I don't think that would have happened, but I could see how you do that. I still don't think he should have stopped it. But like realistically, he has to see how you just got blasted a bunch of times. The way you were coming up, like it didn't look like you were getting up.
Yeah.
You know?
It's funny. I just watched one of my old Glory fights came up, like they were replaying it or whatever the other day, and it was a fight that at the time I was so sure that I got fucked on. Like I thought the promotion was against me, and they were talking shit about me on the thing, and I thought that the referee, that knockdown that they counted, like didn't hit me, and I was so sure. And that was probably like 5 years ago. And I just watched it the other day, and I was like, yeah, it probably hit me. Like it was like, what, you know, it probably hit me.
That makes sense.
But I still got robbed. Yeah, I still felt the same way about it. But there was like, maybe different. But I was so certain about it for so long. What happened? But yeah,
it's a slippery slope, that stoppage of a fight.
Because
you say to probably the referee beforehand, listen, when I'm flatlined, stop the fight. If I'm not flatlined and I'm still moving, let me fight.
Here's the other thing.
Mine was a kickboxing fight, and it was like a really close fight, you know.
I have my volume down, so I don't know if Mergliato was talking to him or not. But if the referee's saying you got to show me something, give me something. Like if I'm down there and somebody's above me and he's saying you got to move, Eve, or I'm gonna stop this. Like I had a couple fights like that, so I'm trying to escape now. You see me working to improve. Like what wasn't doing anything.
Nah.
Right.
So like, if he's not, but if he's asking him, if he's saying to him, you know, you got to do something, you got to move, you got to try to escape, you got to do like if he's saying that and Walt doesn't respond, even if he's like, I'm trying, or don't stop it, or whatever you want to say, but if he's not responding, it doesn't matter what he says, it's his actions. You have to go by what his actions say, you know?
Yeah. If the referee was talking to him, he didn't move and he stayed in the same exact spot with his arm covering his head. Bro, have you guys seen this Giants idiot, the football player?
No, what happened?
He just got drafted by the Giants in football, and he like went and did an armed robbery.
There was two of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do they got? Aggravated assault and armed robbery.
Yep.
4 counts.
And he just got drafted to the Giants.
Yeah,
just got drafted this year. Yeah.
Armed robbery. That's so like
idiots.
So stupid.
Idiots. So
yeah, but you can't take the hood out of somebody when they're from the hood.
You would hope with that little bit of cash they gave them.
Nah, that just look at like what's his name? Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
That just made him try to be more of a gangster.
More of a kingpin.
Yeah.
Money man.
It's like, oh, I got this check from a professional sports team. I'm about to run this shit.
Douglas, did you play in Warzone tonight?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a couple of rounds.
All right, guys, that was fun. I'm gonna get some food.
Good stuff, man.
Peace out, Joe.
All right, Joe Schilling.
Get the invite. Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, we're gonna do probably all the weekend fights, probably.
Dope. Hit me up.
Awesome.
All right, player. Peace.
All right, take it easy, boys. See you.
All right, Eves and Squid. I appreciated you guys having me. Menace is a bitch. Menace didn't want to show up. His excuse, he's gonna have one of two excuses: either his girl or his kids, and both are unacceptable for man shit.
Yeah, talking on the internet with guys about fights.
Yeah,
100%. My chat room.
Well, no, his alternatives are going to be, I sat and watched the fights with my girl, or I put my kids to bed and didn't even watch the fights. Either way, they're unacceptable excuses for Menace and the Man. And
I'm okay with the kids, but No, I'm not watching. I like.
Well, no, I told them let the kids watch the fight, and they'll go to sleep watching the fights. They've done it 10 times in their life.
My girl's gonna be like, let's watch the fights together.
Yeah.
And do your thing.
Yeah. You got to get you one of those, Eves. But I appreciate
one of those.
That's what I'm saying. I'm telling the people out there. So Eves and Squid, thank you for having me.
Good times tonight, man. Good times. We're gonna switch over to some video games.
Peace out for my world, for us.
All right, fellas. I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah.
Ooh, Squid, I'm going to slide in the DMs. I want to get some sound effects going.
Just type in the sound effect you want and the word MP3.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
They're pretty easy to steal. They're pretty easy to steal from the internet. I don't really own these sound effects, but
You got to give that disclaimer. I don't own these sound effects, but when I use them, it's okay. I'm giving you guys ops.
prove that I used your explosion or your applause.
Yeah, you just got to tag them.
How do you prove that I used your laughter track on like a 3-second of my video? It worked.
Yep.
Peace out.
Peace out, everybody.